We got a full night of NBA games. 12 games were played last night. We saw some all-time performances. And let me tell you, Damo, there might be a big three in Charlotte. I ain't trying to say too much, but Brandon Miller, Con Canepo, LaMelo Ball, they all showed up crazy yesterday. Luka Doncic, you want to talk about a performance, 45-point triple-double in a game that kind of sneaky turned out they needed to win to stay afloat at the top of the Western Conference. And then you got Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. They go crazy versus the Orlando Magic. That Raptors game pin was really good. Can't wait to hear what you got to say about how that game went, and Scotty Barnes and that performance yesterday. By the way, Jalen Johnson, 43-point, dang near triple-double. There was some incredible performances. By the way, the NBA, the first edition of the straw poll just came out with Tim Bontemps. So we'll talk about the MVP race and how tightly contested that is. We'll talk about this guy's right here, Houston Rockets falling to the New Orleans Pelicans yesterday. But it was a really great comeback by the New Orleans Pelicans. This was a great slate of NBA games. Y'all know what time it is. Fellas, how we living today?
I mean, we good.
Can we fix the screen swipe? If you're going to host, you got to fix the layout. God damn.
How you want me to fix the layout? The layout is what it's supposed to be. What you want it to be?
Shit, I don't know. I ain't used to it being like this, but I guess. There we go.
So we locked in.
Yeah.
First
we
thing you
locked
want to
in.
speak about is the layout. Speak about how your boys laid out for the Pelicans yesterday. How about that?
Man, you know I could barely sleep about that shit last night, man.
No, you
That
couldn't,
shit-
bro. You slept like a baby. You know you don't care about no defense.
Shit, I woke up. and I had
Shinguti
to
falling apart in the stretch again. Go ahead,
It's
bro.
just one game.
That shit hurt my feelings so bad. I woke up in the middle of the night and I had to use the bathroom. My damn stomach was hurting after that shit. I just could not believe that shit, man. I just don't get it. I just don't get. Number one, when we gonna get a point guard? That's the bottom line. Like, when we gonna get a point guard and realize Shane?
Chill, they got Amin Thompson. Do they need
They
another
do.
point guard?
Not no fucking point guard. And I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, he
I ain't
is.
gonna lie, Swiper. People might think I'm crazy. I will trade a man ass. I will trade his ass. Y'all think I'm playing. What? My ass? I will trade his ass. You can't win no fucking playoffs with him playing point guard. You can't. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. He can't shoot.
Oh my God! Listen,
Trade.
I don't understand. Can he
Yeah, I
not?
understand.
Is he not learning on the fly? Can he not learn?
Don't do that. I don't have that opportunity, Damo. I don't. Like,
No.
soon as I step onto the floor as a pro, I need to know everything. You it's not your job to
Nigga,
teach
you
me
need-
how to
nigga,
play.
you need to know
It
how
ain't
to
your job
shoot.
to teach me how to play the pro. It ain't your job to teach me how to play the league
Teach
guard
you
spot,
what? We can
Damo.
teach you
Don't
whatever we
worry.
wanna teach
I'll
him.
figure
He
it out
can't
as time
shoot.
goes on. And as I suck, as I keep being bad, like, that don't matter. I'll just figure it out. Like, that ain't your job to teach me.
No,
how
he
to
got
play.
it.
And then
Chill.
dudes like this right here, Jordan.
Gee, I don't know who
when
you
I
point
suck,
to because I'm not over there.
okay, over here. This where he at.
Oh, okay.
This
That's
where
what
he
he
at.
said.
This dude right here is making it clear that, yo, you suck. We need to trade him. Even though, just so you know, this point guard thing, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do
he
it.
know how to do it. The nigga don't know
No,
how
I
to
don't.
shoot.
Not
No,
at
he
the
don't
pro
know how
level.
to shoot. He don't know
Because
how
I
to
saw him-
shoot.
So
okay.
can he develop a jump shot? Can you
We
give
ain't
him
got
time to develop?
We got Slim.
Yes, you do have
We got-
time to develop. You have
We
time
got
to
Kevin
develop.
Durant. We ain't got time for him.
What
Kevin
does
Durant
that
ain't got many
mean? What
years.
does that? Hey, that
He ain't got that
you know
many
what?
years.
That's on Kevin Durant. That's on Kevin Durant. Getting Kevin Durant should not mean you sacrifice all of these players and this talent that you have for a shot at a
No, it's
championship.
just
Y'all
him.
not
I just
gonna
want to
get it.
sacrifice
You're
his
not
ass.
getting. Y'all aren't good enough to win a championship anyway with Kevin Durant.
By the way,
What we doing?
Whoa,
Who
ain't no by
cares?
the way.
By
Ain't
the
no
way.
Shit.
They're not good
I
enough
will
to
get-
win anyway. So let them develop.
You know what? All right, cool. If that's what you say. You know why we not good enough to win championship? But I bet you we will be if we package a man Thompson ass up and somebody give us something. I'm tired of the
What
motherfucker shooting
something?
18% from three. Is ridiculous, bro. He not fucking Steven Adams. Why is him and Steven Adams shooting damn near the same percentage from three?
He doesn't
And he
have a
play
jump
all the
shot,
minutes.
but he
Whoa,
has
whoa,
so
whoa.
many other qualities. I don't understand how we just stole all
What
logic
other
out the
qualities
window.
that he have besides he
Jesus
can
Christ.
dunk and play
Jordan.
defense?
Jordan,
That's it.
I'm hearing y'all need 3-point shooting. I'm hearing y'all need a point guard.
Yup.
I got a solution for you.
Go ahead. It's probably
want a
better
man-
than the men.
Emmanuel quickly.
You want Emmanuel
I
quickly?
knew it.
Oh, hell
That'd be
no.
better than what they
No.
got.
I
Please
want
take
Jordan
him.
Poole. To be
Please
honest, I
take
want
him.
Jordan Poole. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I want Jordan
Jordan,
Poole.
for the
'cause
love
we
of
can't
God,
beat the
please
Warriors.
take him.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. We can't beat the Warriors with Amin Thompson. I want Jordan Poole. I want somebody like we need guards that can make plays. Like we need guards that can create their own shots. We need
He
guards
can make
that
tons
do
of
some
plays.
shit.
Chill, he said Jordan
They ain't
Poole.
gonna be the plays you
You
want
muted it,
him
you muted
to
it,
make,
Damo, really
but
quickly,
he make
Damo.
plays.
No, I want Jordan Poole. That's what I want.
So Damo, really quickly. So yesterday I saw Amen Thompson. I saw him yesterday. He was on the wing, and he had a stutter step shake move and was left to right, and he got to the mid post, and he ended up knocking down the mid post jump and knocking down a close to a mid range jump shot. It looked really good. Then we get into the meat and potatoes of the game. He had the ball, because I think this is one of his issues. He had the ball. He ends up getting into the lane, and he Euro stepped. I want to say Queen. Euro stepped Queen and got to the bucket. Now, mind you, this is the same dude who, at the lead guard spot, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I have exhibited those skills as a lead guard. And this is the same, by the way, Damo. This is the same Jordan. He wanted Jalen Green off the crew too. Jalen Green's good.
I was right.
Okay,
I was right.
He wanted Jalen Green off the crew, and now he wants to move on from Amen Thompson too, right? And instead of Damo, instead of having a guy on the crew who exhibits those skills and teaching him how to do the job, no, let's get rid of him.
You can't teach him how to shoot. He's not going to be able to shoot.
You know what? You know what?
He does have the
He's
mechanics.
right. He's right. You should move him. And I got a package for you. Just like how Penn
Don't
said.
give me no bullshit, Damo.
I'm not giving you no bullshit. You want a point guard? You want somebody that's going to knock down a shot, not shoot 18% from three like Steven Adams? I got LeBron for you. I got LeBron.
Shit.
I'll give you LeBron.
Give him here.
Give you LeBron.
Send a man over there.
Give you LeBron. Yes. Give me a man, please. Give us a man. Y'all take LeBron. We'll make the contracts work. Please.
I'm man up to say, give me Bronny too. Fuck it. Give me Bronny too.
All right, whoa. You don't get two Brons now. You get one.
Oh,
you don't get two LeBrons.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, I'm sick of this shit with Amen Thompson, bro. Y'all can have this wishful thinking all y'all want to. I'm a realist. I'm tired of looking at him bulldoze his way into the basket, and it's just not good basketball. Like, it's cool for the regular season. In the playoffs against a team like the Warriors will beat us again, because you know why? They will ostracize Amen Thompson. They will the Thunder will do the exact same shit. Like, Amen Thompson gonna be a turnover machine against them. Like, that just is. Like, I don't see it. And we don't have a lot of time. I don't give a damn about I don't give a damn about this futuristic thing. I don't think Amen Thompson is the future of the Rockets basketball or the future of the NBA, by the way.
He was actually
so
really
I
good
think he's
last
just a
night,
good player. I just think he's just a good player. I don't think he's the future, though. So
he was good last night. He was really good last night.
I understand that. I'm not worried about last night. I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about overall.
Well, it's hard to look like the future of the NBA when you are playing the future of the NBA. Let's not forget, y'all was playing Derek Queen. Like, we did rah. How did this happen? How did we lose? Hey, man, y'all played Derek Queen, who had a pretty good game.
You're right.
Jeremiah Fears had a good game. Sadiq Bey, crazy.
Sadiq
game.
Bey really is the one.
Trey Murphy. Listen, those
Sadiq
boys came out to play.
Jones is the one.
Those boys came out to play.
Sadiq was hooping, but I'm just saying with Amen Thompson, like, we got Kevin Durant to win championships. He don't got long in the NBA. He don't got 4 years for us to watch a man develop on the long side of it.
So then when you're getting rid of Jalen Green, then you should have got rid of him too. Like, what's going on? If that's the case,
shit, might as well.
If that was the case, if that was the case, then if you're getting rid of him, then you should have got rid of. If you got rid of Jalen Green, then you should have packaged him.
No, we can package him in separately. We might as well package him in separately. Like, let's just get him on another trip. Like, we ain't no need for us to do that shit together. Like, give us somebody that can competently play in the half court set in the playoffs. Like, we good enough to be a playoff team. We got talent. We don't have a point guard. Our spacing is bad. I'm tired of Şengün just dribbling the ball and thinking he Jokic. That motherfucker not Jokic.
So trade him
That's
too.
not
Then
what he is.
get him off the crew too.
I like Şengün. He can stay on the crew, but we need a point guard. We need somebody. I'm dead ass serious. Y'all think I'm playing when I say I want Jordan Poole. I'm serious.
Why do you want Jordan Poole? James Harden's available. He might be available.
I would
really
take
soon.
James Harden too. I would take James Harden too. But I'm just saying, I would take Jordan Poole too, because he's young. He's won before. He know how to win too. Like, he can score, he can pass. Like, I would take him. Y'all might say his defense trash. Cool. This is the league where you can't guard nobody anyway. Who gives a shit? Like, you ain't guarding nobody. Guard nobody. So
is Jordan Poole a point guard?
Shit, he better point guard than a man.
Drench, this is a league where you can get hit in the face with a basketball and get called for a foul.
For a foul. I saw that shit.
After the buzzer, after a amazing
that
comeback. But we ain't gonna talk about.
But I just want our spacing to be good, and I'm visualizing the playoffs. I could care less about the regular season because the Rockets gonna be what they're gonna be. But I'm visualizing the playoffs, and I see in the playoffs, in order to be a team like the Thunder, even the Nuggets, you have to have multiple guys that can create their own shots. You have to have multiple guys that can catch and shoot, and you have to have multiple guys that can catch and rip off the catch and create plays.
How do you feel about Kevin Durant having 6 turnovers yesterday, and a lot of them were on the ball possessions where he was just trying to like pass the ball?
I feel exactly what I'm saying now. That's not what he should be doing. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what he should be doing.
What should
Somebody
he be doing,
else should
Drench? What should he be doing?
Hey, by the way, Chill, when he
Man,
was
off the
to
ball.
Drench's point, he was trying to just navigate top of the key. I'm talking about he would just like multiple times either cross court or just in front of him or just to his right, and they were just getting picked off because, to his point,
Stuff
he
that
just
he's
ain't like
always
a
done.
high-low
This
playmaker.
is stuff,
That's
this is
just
stuff
not what
that
he
he's
does.
always done, by the way. This is
Yeah.
stuff that he's always done. He's always played at the top of the key. He's always been a
Of course,
one-on-one
but he
guy.
ain't always played the point guard.
And he's not playing the point guard. No.
Damn near.
Well,
we
no,
don't
he
have
did
one.
functionally yesterday. He's saying that because of the lack of ball handling, when Kevin Durant was trying to navigate with the ball, he doesn't have the skill set to be like, to play that role to be the primary dribbler, creator, passer, because he bounces
So
the
you know
ball.
what this sounds
He's bouncing
like?
the ball off. Go ahead.
So you know what this sounds like? So you know what this sounds like? You shouldn't have traded for Kevin Durant. It sounds
No,
like
No. That's not what Jordan's saying.
That
That's not
don't
what
sound
Jordan's
like
saying.
that.
That's not what
I
Jordan's
understand
saying.
exactly what Jordan's saying. That this isn't who Kevin Durant is. We need a point guard to be able to stand in the middle of the floor and navigate the offense and get guys in position and get a downhill guy, right? So if you traded for Kevin Durant with Van Fleet, who I know how you feel about him, Jordan. I do. I know how you feel
I love
about
Fred
him.
Van
in the-
Vliet.
Yeah, I know how you feel about him in the pick and roll. He does have some questionable shot taking. However, Damo, this crew last season, before Kevin Durant got on the crew, this was a developmental crew. This was a crew that missed the playoffs the year before. This season, the 24-25 season, they surprised everybody and shot to the top of the Western Conference. I think they finished number 2. So now all of a sudden, the illusion we're close to winning it. When in reality, maybe you are still a developing team that's trying to get to where you're trying to go. But then you add Kevin Durant, and now you completely move up the timeline. And guys like Amen Thompson, who has the opportunity, because I watched him last night, and he does exhibit those skills of being a playmaker. He does exhibit those skills of being a shot creator. He does exhibit those skills. But unfortunately, Jordan doesn't have the patience for him to develop into that right now.
Yeah,
that's the
because
problem.
Yeah, because I've
Amen's a
seen it
really
happen
good
too
problem.
much. Yeah, because I've seen this happen too much where we always have too much patience for a nigga that can't shoot, and then the nigga don't ever be able to shoot.
Man.
We always be patient with that shit. And then you realize he can't shoot. Then you're gonna be saying he trash. Like, that's just the bottom line. Ben Simmons all over again. If he get a jump shot.
Yeah, but he's not. He's
he
not Ben
Ben
Simmons.
He is not. He will look at the basket. Yes, he is not.
The difference here is like
shooting below 50% on layups. We didn't already went through this.
Okay, but shooting 81% from the line, we've already been through that too, right?
Which means
how does that not
again,
matter,
we can go to
Jordan?
him.
You're a trainer. Like, how does that not matter
Maybe y'all
that
go
a
with
guy
this.
who
Just
can't
'cause you can
shoot is
shoot
shooting
free throws don't mean
81%
you
from the
gonna
line?
be
What the fuck they got to do with him shooting
That's not
18%
how
from
that
three?
works.
That tells me that
those
he's
two
in the
things
gym,
aren't
at least
connected.
he's working.
I've been
But those
trying
two
to tell
things
y'all
aren't
this for
connected
years.
to this
That
situation,
those things do not correlate all the time. Y'all think just because somebody is okay, decent from the free throw line, does not mean that they're going to be able to shoot a jump shot. It does not mean they're going to be able to shoot a 3-ball. Those
Bro,
things
he's shooting
are- those do not
18% from the
always
three.
No,
correlate.
Ox, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there is a correlation between going from being a 60, 50% free throw shooter, at youth level, going up to like 60 and then 80. It shows me that you're putting in the work. And yes, bad shooters from the free throw line typically tends to be bad shooters everywhere. Like, the free throw is the easiest shot in the game, frankly. And it shows you depth perception, hand-eye coordination, touch, all the same things that are required to shoot a mid-range jump shot are there in a free throw.
So why did he
Right.
suck at all three of them besides
No,
free
they're
throws?
not.
He
But-
suck
No,
at
they're not.
layups. He suck
People
at
are
shooting
closing out.
jump
People
shots.
are
Okay,
playing
first of all,
defense against you when you shoot a
very
jump
small
shot.
sample size.
Doesn't suck at
I
all.
think
That's just not
Jordan, like, first of all, y'all just took
People
two
are playing
back-to-back
defense
L's in
against you.
OT,
There's a
right?
big difference.
Y'all just took two back-to-back L's in OT, one to a pretty good team, and then one to a team that you don't think is very good. But I think the New Orleans Pelicans are turning a corner, and I think, frankly, this team has a lot of talent. They've been underperforming all year. Let's just be real about that, right? They've also won 2
We
straight
was up
coming
by
into
20
last
last
night.
night, though, man.
Pardon?
20. You
We
said
good
to me
by 20
countless times,
last night.
Jordan, that 20 points in the NBA is nothing. We could wipe 20
20
points
points on
out.
the Pelicans or something.
No, it's not. We could wipe.
Not
we
when
could wipe
Derek
20
Queen's on the court.
We could wipe 20 out. We could wipe 20 out in less than 5 minutes. We can wipe that out. We can definitely wipe that out. But
Well,
the
bad
idea,
defense, I think, to his point, bad defense, turnovers, live ball turnovers is kind of what leads to that. Which is
That's how they went on a run. Badass offense.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't.
Chill.
It ain't like they just
like
caught
when
fire.
Fred
The
VanVleet
Rockets just
was on
start
the
playing
team, he wasn't
badass
turning the
offense.
basketball over, and they had bad
Well,
offense.
no,
that
but
was the
Chill,
worst offenses in the league last year.
But I don't think Amen was the problem last
but
night.
Chill, they have an elite offense this year. I think the
We didn't
issue
turn the
that-
ball over last year. Though,
that, yeah, that's what I think. That's what Jordan's talking about. Chill is that like when you're playing versus a team you have down, the way to get them back in the game by allowing layups and allowing open 3-pointers and then to the free throws. And then if you are ending your possession with a turnover, means you're not scoring and they're getting the ball halfway up the floor already or 3/4 up the floor past the free throw line, well, then they're running out to the easiest shots possible. And then that caps your momentum on the other end. And that's exactly what happened to the Rockets, Jordan. Y'all got a crazy amount of points. And then the Pelicans, they just got confident. Y'all turned the ball over. KD slowed down. Şengün slowed down. The starters slowed down. They just started hitting shots. And by that point, Herb Jones was going off.
Herb Jones got 8 steals last night. Swipe
8 steals.
8 steals last night.
Yeah, that's crazy, Jordan. Yeah.
Watch the steals, though. Go watch the steals, though. All of those shit could be negated if Fred VanVleet was there. That's number one. But when the Rockets
a little birdie
offense
told me
gets
that Fred
stagnant-
VanVleet might be back this year.
Yeah, I mean, he said he's planning to be back, but I mean, you doubt it. You know what I mean? But I'm saying when the Rockets offense gets stagnant and our half court, like we cool when we can force y'all to turn the ball over and we can get running. But when we stand in that half court set and hold the ball long for a long time, that shit don't look good. Like that shit just does not look like it could work against a championship caliber team. I just can't see that working in a 7-game series unless we get a solidified guard. Like we need one. If Amen Thompson can play small forward, power forward, cool. I'm okay with that. But having him at the 1-2, no, man, that shit just not the spacing too bad. Spacing too bad.
I have no idea how this Amen Thompson thing is going to turn out for y'all. I really don't. I don't think it's Ben Simmons at all, though.
No,
I really
I don't
don't. Because like with Ben,
Ben Simmons was better.
No, he wasn't.
Ben Simmons was better than Amen Thompson. Come on, man. Chill. Come on.
Wait, chill. Wait, you talking about in his prime?
And no, we're talking about
Ben in his prime is a different story. I'm not talking about
way
that.
better than Amen.
Does he look at the basket like Amen Thompson does?
When he was in his, he can look at it all he want when he ain't making
I don't care what he's looking at. He can look at anything he wants to.
Wait, chill, you talking about prime? You talking about last year?
Chill.
Like
He had
bench.
40-point games. Yes, he definitely looked at the basket. Unfortunately, he didn't shoot jump shots. So, I'm not talking about Ben Simmons theoretically. I'm talking about Ben Simmons, post back injury, post, mental breakdown against the Hawks and all that stuff, whatever happened with him, off-court diva accusations and shit. None of that stuff has ever been there with a man. No one ever called him a diva. No one ever accused him of being soft. No one's ever, accused him of, passing up threes and passing up jumpers and stuff. Pardon?
When was Ben Simmons soft?
I think some people think that he's soft. I'm not necessarily saying he's soft.
He's from Australia?
Nah, people definitely called him soft.
Definitely, it's definitely because he's from Australia.
This that same
Shout out to
conversation.
Damien.
It's that same conversation we had yesterday. I don't care what people called him. Ben Simmons wasn't soft. On top of that, I don't care about diva allegations. Ben Simmons was a better basketball player.
Way better.
Like Penn, you care a lot about what people say. You care a lot about he say, she say. You care a lot about headlines. I don't care about that. Who's a better basketball player?
It was way better. He was a better defender than Allen too, by a good bit.
Chill brought up looking at the rim and look. I don't care. When you're a better basketball player, none of that other stuff matters.
Why doesn't it matter? Why?
Because he was better.
Wait, but he's
my
short.
thing, chill. I don't care. I don't care if he
because you don't look at the basket, just better. That's some.
Yeah,
but
real
quick, it's not because he didn't look at the basket. Sometimes a man need to stop looking at the basket.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So that's a men's problem. A men's problem is that even though he only shoots 2 threes a game, probably because they tell him to.
I'll tell you why I believe in a man more.
If I look at Amen Thompson's shooting form, if I look at his shooting form.
His shit look bad.
No, it doesn't. No,
yes,
it doesn't.
Chill, his form.
No, it does not.
Chill, it looks bad.
What are you looking at?
I know. I'm looking at the guy hand,
and
I'm looking at him shoot the basketball. I'm looking at the guy hand, and I'm looking at him shoot the basketball. When I see him in the mid post, when I see him stop and pop at the mid range, every once in a while, the guide hand and with the ball in his hand. I don't know what y'all dudes is looking at.
Jordan,
I'm not
get
losing
your ass
my
in the
mind.
dunker.
So chill. So far this year,
I'm not losing my mind here.
Far this year, Amen Thompson, Jordan, he's shooting at the rim, 71.5% at the rim, 35% in the paint from the non-restricted area, so short mid-range, 29% from mid-range, 11% from the left corner, 16% from the right corner, and 22% from above the break. So he's basically a
Small
negative shooter.
sample size.
Well, no, I'm just reading. I'm reading based on what Jordan is saying. Everywhere on the floor, he's a negative shooter.
And from the numbers,
Take away dunks, Swiper. What are you shooting at the rim? Take away dunks.
Well, that's the non-restricted area.
Getting
Paint.
all
That'd be 35%.
That's not true. He's just
Yeah,
not getting all
35%. That's ridiculous.
He's not getting all
okay.
dunks. He's not just dunking the basketball.
Hang on, context
that's a 40%
dependent.
drop
Context
off.
dependent.
Context.
Whoa,
There is
whoa.
no context for 35%.
There's plenty of context when it comes to paint finishing. Swiper.
But I'm saying it's 96 shots.
You got
I'm saying it's a
hold up.
40% drop
You
off.
got
He took
Clint
off
Capella
dunks.
down there. You got Steven Adams down there. You got
can run all the clips right
Alfred
now. Let me see
Şengün
it.
down there. I'm
Capella
telling
don't
you
fit
that the paint
Y'all
is
got it,
very
y'all.
cramped,
Y'all got
and it's cramped for a good reason. Y'all the best
His ass
offensive
can't shoot.
rebounding team in the league. No, come on, man. It burns on both sides. You can't have it both ways. You want to be a great offensive rebounding team. The paint is going to be a little bit cramped and it's going to be a little bit harder to finish. That's just how it is.
Do you think 71% at the rim is good? Brahman?
It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm fine with
71%. 71%
Yeah,
is
but
not bad.
what happened when you
I
take
mean,
away
look,
dunks?
man. But
That's
no,
when you take
the
away the
the broader.
We can't take away anything. I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play
I
that
do.
game.
Yeah, I like that.
I do.
But
That's the easy
I
one.
don't. If he gets dunks, then he gets dunks.
Yeah, I hate when
Like, if
y'all
he
do
get on
that.
the rim, he on that rim.
And Joy, you know what, Drinks? I'm ashamed of you for doing that. You trying to notify the
No, I'm trying
lad.
to specify that this nigga can't do shit but dunk. That's what I'm trying to do. It's
Well, if he can
specify
dunk,
it.
then let him dunk.
If you're that level of athlete,
He got
though, and
61
can dunk,
dunks
I mean,
already this year? Sheesh.
That nigga
I
got
don't think
61
well,
dunks
that's not
out
that
of
many.
96
What's
shots.
that?
at the rim.
No, but he had 138 last year. He's on pace for like
Jordan,
200
come on
dunks.
now.
He
Well, I
got
think
61
maybe
dunks
The
out of
only
96
valid
at the
response to
rim.
61 dunks is sheed.
Well,
That's the
Swiper,
only response.
maybe he's getting to the rim a little easier this year. Maybe
Yeah, I
his-
agree.
maybe
I
his
think
move-
so.
Maybe
I
his
think
moves
so.
are a little more crisp. He's getting to the rim a little better. All
Yeah.
I'm saying is I'm not mad at 71% at the rim. I don't know. I mean, I'm not.
I mean,
especially
none of us are, but we not Rocket fans. So apparently, it's a problem to be 71% at the rim because you can't shoot. When you can't shoot, which again,
So he basically Rudy Gobert.
I'm not a Rockets fan.
I'm
I'm
hearing
a
what
Nets
you're
fan,
saying.
though.
I hear what you're
He's playing
saying.
point
It's
guard,
bad. Can we give the kid a chance to develop the shot?
Yes,
You're
on
saying,
another
oh no,
team.
he's doing. That's fine. Trade him
Yeah,
for
on
LeBron. I
another
told you,
team.
we got LeBron for you. I'm gonna keep saying.
29
We got
Come on,
teams
you'll
will
be pissed off if
happily
he was
take
playing
him.
alongside
Jordan,
Luka.
No, I
You niggas
won't.
hate
29
Jared
teams will
Vanderbilt.
happily take him.
You niggas hate
29
Jared
teams.
Whoa. But that's because Jared Vanderbilt is a terrorist. That's the difference. He's a terrorist on offense. I've watched it. He's Wyndon Gabriel from America. That's it.
Hey, Jordan, by the way, I got a guard for you
Please
per
respect
36, 11
I don't
points a
want to hear
game.
about
No.
no 36
Six
Don't get no
assists, 6
push-ass
rebounds, and he's shooting 30. He's shooting 40% from 3. Hey,
Who is
Jalen
that?
Pickett and Julian Strother, Amin Thompson.
Fuck no, man, get the fuck out of here. Swipe, I'll send their fingers back to your ass. Man, hell no, don't send me this shit.
Well,
No.
do y'all? I'm saying, but it's not. I just think that was a bad loss, Jordan. I honestly think Amin played fine last night. I just think.
No, he did play good. I'm
just.
just thinking
And
long term.
Respect the Pelicans. Respect the Pelicans. You know, for a second here, just pretend that this team is actually pretty talented. Herb Jones, a really good basketball player. Jordan Poole and Zion Williamson coming off the bench. You got rookies like my man up here is Derek Queen. You got Jeremiah Fears. Like, I mean, this is a pretty talented team and they're fun. You know, they're not consistent. They're gonna be trash like next week. But hey, right now they're on a heater. They're on a heater.
They were supposed to lose
Okay.
that game last night, though.
Yeah, you could say that, and it took a historic comeback and an overtime collapse, and that shit happens. Like, I'm just saying, like, sometimes in the regular season, this is why we play 82 games. It just matters when you play a team. I swear to God. Like, yesterday, if the Lakers had lost to the Utah Jazz, I would not be up here crying. I really wouldn't be. I would just be like, you know what? You got it. Pardon?
Lakers fans were very upset. Those first 3 quarters yesterday were horrible.
Yeah, but people are like such prisoners of the moment, man. Like, if you go back to shit that people say like 2 weeks ago, it's just like, wow, y'all
Like
wanted
when
to
you said
trade
you're off the
who?
Nuggets.
When I said
That's
I'm
why.
off the Nuggets.
Yeah, because they lost to the Kings. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's more of a mentality thing in your leadership. Like I don't. You know
They're
what?
9-1 versus teams over 500. To be fair, though,
That was
so,
a rough
it's like
schedule though.
inverse.
Pin. They were off that tough game in Houston back to back.
You know what? It was just like it was the Kings, it was the Bulls, and I'm like,
It was
you know
Russ.
what?
Russ had a game. He had a game yesterday too, by the way.
Yeah,
I
they
think
rolled.
we got.
When we
I don't think they
robbed.
got. I don't think they got cheated. because
That's a bad call.
I saw the replay.
If you're
so I
having to
understand what they were
justify
looking at.
losses by like a minimum guy going off against you, I think y'all got
But
bigger
DeMar
problems
DeRozan, bro,
personally.
that boy was going crazy.
Swipe
in the
it.
fourth
We
quarter.
Maxime Reynaud.
Swipe it.
Yo,
Did-
Ox.
Denny-
Did I tell you about
Denny-
Maxime Reynaud?
No, we talk. I mean, yeah, I mean, but you didn't put me on him. I mean, I watched him, but we watched him together though, Penn. Shout out to you for being on that. But but Swipe, we didn't get Robbie. Denny.
I agree, bro.
Rush
I was
the
with you.
ball.
I
What
was
are you talking
mad,
about?
bro.
We didn't
I
get
was
robbed.
mad. DeMar was like, I'm talking about. He was getting to it yesterday.
Yeah, that's what he do sometimes. Penn. But what you were just talking about right there, that's why I be trying to tell you, the playoffs are not harder than the regular season. And to me, I'm not subscribing to that. The playoffs now are just not harder than
they
the regular
are
season.
by virtue of the fact that you play better teams on average. The shitty teams don't make the playoffs. You don't get the stat pad against bad teams. So yes, they are harder by virtue of that. But other than that, it's still basketball. I agree with you on that one. It is still basketball.
I'm not talking about stat wise. I'm talking about just basketball game wise. Like,
yeah, but I'm saying you don't get to play against the Wizards, so your averages are going to be worse. I mean, if the playoffs are not harder, then you got to explain to me why almost like 99% of people are worse in the playoffs than they are in the regular season.
It's just I don't know if it's necessarily worse. It's just a different style. The game is a little different.
Well, if you
So the
shoot
stats-
worse, score less, you're worse.
The stats aren't going to be the same. Stats aren't always indicative of difficulty of play. It's just a different style. It's y'all always talk to me about how things slow down in the playoffs and it's more compacted.
Right.
Some people, it's just, and on top of that, Penn, I think when we talked about this before, I was saying I think it also depends on the basketball player. Some basketball players are more comfortable slow down and, just different style. And some players who actually take more pride in defense, get a chance to actually play more of their game in the playoffs, I think, as well.
I think like there's certain players that are going to do better in the playoffs and certain players who are going to do worse. Like, for instance, Ox, I'm sure if I coach against your team, like you playing, I'm going to notice some stuff in game 1 and I'm going to make an adjustment in game 2. And by game 4, I know all your moves and the guy that, is defending you has a rhythm for how to guard you. So by game 5, you're going to get exposed. If you have a weak left hook, you're getting exposed. Whereas in the regular season, I got more of a global game plan in terms of how I'm guarding you. I don't have 2 weeks to research you. There's not the high stakes. So I feel the people who get exposed in the playoffs, the guys that don't have counters, don't have a half-court game, don't have a deep bag, have glaring weaknesses, i.e. Amen Thompson with his jump shot. Yes, like obviously, secrets out. Everybody knows Amen and Asar can't shoot for shit. So teams will back off. They'll go under every single screen, and you'll have to force them to, attack wide open space. That being said, if you got a weak drive going left, now we scouting that too when you're coming off that coming into that wide open space. So I just think there's certain players you can kind of see it. You can see it. There's certain guys they just don't have a lot of counters to their game.
Right. And see, Penn, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about real hoopers. I'm not talking about weak niggas that don't got multiple moves and counters and shit. I'm talking about real.
That's crazy, Ox. That's a hell of a.
I'm just saying. That's not crazy. That's not crazy. I'm not talking about weak niggas. I'm talking about good basketball players.
DeMar DeRozan is one of the biggest playoff droppers in NBA history, right?
I don't care. I've never been a fan of DeMar DeRozan until he put that Sacramento Kings jersey on. I don't care what you say about DeMar DeRozan. Never once have y'all ever heard me up here praising DeMar DeRozan until he came over here with us.
I wonder if I said that the playoffs is the same as the regular season. I wonder if I would have been able to get that off.
I'm not able to get it off, Chill. I get attacked every time I bring that up.
I wonder if I would have been able
the chat.
Chill, you shouldn't want to get it off.
They say I don't know what I'm talking about. Niggas that ain't never touched the basketball in the chat talk about, oh, here goes Oxy yapping. Man, sit your ass down and shut up.
Wow. Like the postseason and the regular season are the same offense because it's basketball at the end of the day. All you do is you just play your game. Like you don't really have to. You don't really have to readjust who you are. You don't really have to do anything different. No, it's basically the same as the regular season. So if we lose, it ain't no big deal. Even though our season is ending on the spot, as opposed to in January, if we lose, like we got another couple of games to get it figured out. But in the postseason, if we're playing against a better team, seeing better defenses, as long as I just play my game, none of that stuff matters. As long as I do what I'm supposed to be doing, none of that stuff matters. The fact that there's more people there, the fact that there's more cameras there, the fact that there's more pressure there. Like if you lose, you're out. Players play better when the playoffs come. But the playoff, I'm just wondering if I said something like that, like would I be able to get that off? Because that's just
I don't know, Chill. I can't speak on that, but I will say that y'all keep saying that you play better teams. I mean, you're playing one opponent, so depending on what round it is, what seeding you are, you're not playing 30 or 29 different teams. You know what I mean? So sometimes, yeah, you might come against a lesser opponent, but then sometimes I got to play OKC. So if I'm in the playoffs and I'm playing against the Grizzlies. You know what I mean? So that doesn't go by averages. Go by averages. Yeah, but that doesn't go for every round. Plus, you're playing the same team. So, Pin, the same thing that you just said to me about being able to scheme, the same thing applies for every coach. They get to scheme against us, and we get to scheme against them.
Even so if you are the best team.
But still, that's it. What I'm saying, Pin. I'm not saying that every single game is harder than the playoff game. I didn't say that. I'm saying that
which means it's different.
Game, Exactly. It's different. In what you guys always come up here.
Which means it's harder.
No, that's not harder.
Yeah.
Different doesn't. So what it does? It just doesn't necessarily mean harder. Now I'm not saying it's the same for everybody. We've had this conversation before already. So I was trying to get off it, but since we'll talk about it, I'm just going to explain to myself again. There's y'all always talk about players not being able to do this, not being able to do that. So it makes me seem like y'all feel like these professional basketball players can't adapt. They can't handle adversity, and that's what you get a lot of in the regular season. You have to move around. You got like 5-game road trips. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff going on. So
Ox, wait. Ox,
we'll
have you not seen players who are awesome players crumble in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen awesome players crumble in the regular season.
You have? Well, okay. So
every year,
when have you seen players crumble in the regular season more than you? Okay, so how often have you seen players crumble in the regular season?
All the time.
And how often have you seen players crumble in the playoffs?
A lot, all the time. They crumble. Okay. They're basketball players. They're good. Some of them crumble, some of them don't.
Is it? I apologize.
Kid, was that a telephone? The hell?
No. He got the old school. He got the old school.
That wasn't a cell phone. That was a telephone, boy.
Yes. So when we're in the playoffs, when the stakes are higher, guys, like you said, Ox, guys go to the free throw line and they crumble just like they do in January. But I got 2 days from now where we play the Bulls, who aren't nearly as good as Memphis, who aren't nearly as good as Houston, by the way, I got to see them again on Saturday. Like, I don't get to see Toronto, or I don't get to see Washington in 2 days. I got to see the same Memphis
Toronto.
team. I'm just using Toronto as an example when they were bad. I have to see this Houston team who I'm struggling against, who I don't do well against, who schemed against me, who've exposed all of my weaknesses. I got to see them again on Saturday. And guess what, Ox? I got to see them again on Tuesday. I don't get to see New Orleans. I don't get to see Chicago.
Yeah,
I don't get to see Washington.
I get to get my get back.
Okay, but here's the difference. I've already schemed against you. You could get your get back against a weaker opponent. When the playoffs start, you don't get to get your get back against a weaker opponent. You get to get your get back against somebody who's got you figured out, which would explain why these guys crumble the way that they do.
But so why doesn't it go? Y'all act like there's only one side of this. It goes both ways. Like it's hard to beat a team 4 times. It's hard to lose to a team 4 times.
No, it ain't.
You know what I mean? That's
no, it's not hard. It's not hard to lose to
I
a
just
team
disagree.
4 times.
I'm not. Once again, like I said before, I'm not saying either one is easier.
We've seen.
I just don't. Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about sorry niggas that's gonna quit. Chill. I'm talking about real hoopers.
We've seen the best of them give up.
Maybe they're not the best. If you give up and you quit, you're not the best. So who you think is the best isn't the best if they're quitters.
It's called being beat into submission, Ox.
No, I don't know if you're supposed to get beat into submission.
This is basketball. This isn't the UFC. How am I getting beat
I
into submission?
don't know in basketball you're supposed to submit. I think you just give your best and shit. If you just I kind of agree with Ox a little bit.
I'm speaking for hoopers. I don't speak for.
I do agree with Ox a little bit as far as like the best guys. Like when it comes to the playoffs, like they turn that shit up. They not worried about like it ain't no different for them in the regular season to the playoffs. They're gonna turn that shit up. Now, motherfuckers that's like role players that just do some bullshit, it's a little different. But I do think the playoffs is harder though because you got to focus a lot more. Since you got to focus a lot more, you got to pay attention to more detail. But as far as what Ox saying about sorry niggas gonna be sorry in the regular season or the playoffs. Like it is what it is.
I mean, you could bench press 180, but if I add 2 plates to that, it's gonna be harder. That's kind of what the playoffs are. It's just a little bit harder. You know, it's still basketball, but it's harder.
It's only 270, so it's not that hard.
You know, it's harder for who?
I mean, it's hard for me. I'm not you, Swiper. Like I'm
or
not a
Dama
football
or
player.
Ox, yeah. Or I think George can do 270.
You might wanna
Ox got them long ass arms. You know,
I'm not gonna lie.
Ox, you big bench press guy?
I don't bench.
You can bench 270.
270. I don't
Yeah,
think
you
so.
could.
You could bench 270?
No,
You
no,
could
I don't.
for sure
That's-
bench 270.
No,
You could for
how
sure
gonna
bench
tell me?
270.
Well, I never.
I seen you.
don't know. All right, for sure. Next time we get
You
to
Go
seen
ahead,
his
Damo.
arms?
We'll
You seen
find
them
out.
long
We'll
ass
find out.
arms? You seen Kevin
His
Durant?
arms
failed
really
his-
ain't that long, bro. He kind of like a T-Rex. Go ahead, Damo.
What the hell are you
What?
talking about? You okay?
It's like a 6'3" wingspan. Damo, go ahead, bro.
7
Listen,
foot
man.
minimum.
This last debate, which I don't know how we got there, kind of drained the mess out of me. Swiper, I need you to do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Listen, man. I need a baldy recharge, man. Come on. I need you to. I need a baldy recharge, man. Just with me, man. Just baldy to baldy. Just recharge me real quick, man. I'm drained. I don't know what's been going on this last 20 minutes, it feel like. But is there another game we can discuss? Please.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to move on, but Chill had to get his point off real quick. But we're going to get it on the other side. We're going to talk about the Lakers versus Utah next because I think that Luka Doncic game needs to be talked about more. But as y'all know, PC, we got a great partnership with Splash Sports. You know what time it is, y'all. Quick Picks on Splash is the new peer-to-peer DFS game where you pick more or less on at least 2-player projections. Your entry gets matched with other players to the same buy-in and pick count. Now, what I love about this personally, it requires more strategy. There's a diverse range of lines. It means that you can find multiple ways to outsmart other players, and you get better odds. You don't need a perfect card. This is the most important thing for me. All you have to do is have more correct picks than the group, and you win cash. If multiple players tie for the top spot, they split the prize. New users can use code PLAYER and for a deposit match up to $50 and a 100% boost on your first entry. Hit the link in bio, build your quick picks, and let's see who really knows ball. Now, if you want in, the link is in the description and pinned to the top of the chat or scan the code on the screen. Reminder, you got to be 18 or older to play, 20 or older to play Massachusetts, Iowa, and Arizona, Louisiana, and 19 or older to play in Alabama, Virginia. Terms apply. Paid partnership. Come run it with Player's Choice on Splash Sports and turn those picks into real cash prizes. By the way, if y'all got a chance to tap into the Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams, that was good eating yesterday.
What?
Real good eating yesterday. What's up? What's up, Ox?
No, that game was insane.
Chill, did you get a chance to watch that game?
Which game was
That
that?
game
I'm sorry.
was
The
crazy.
Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams.
I did watch that game. Yes, sir.
That was a fire game.
I absolutely watched that game.
No, because
Yeah.
Swiper, the thing is, are we done with the Splash or we still?
No, we're doing Splash. We're doing Splash.
Okay, well, I just want to say that the Rams are 323-1 when leading by 15 points in the fourth quarter, and the Seahawks were 0-172.
155.
Trailing
actually.
by
That's what I heard. Mm-hmm.
I got the the thing said 172 right here, but that was insane. And then when he threw the ball on that 2-point conversion, I'm like, what's going on? And then when they showed the replay, that was clearly a backwards pass. I was crazy game.
Yeah, it was a nuts game, y'all, and that's why I'm saying you got to tap into Splash because this NFL weekend, y'all, there are going to be so many opportunities for you to make money with Splash Sports. There are so many big games this weekend. Make sure y'all tap in. But y'all already know we got to tap into another game here on the panel, y'all. Yesterday, the Los Angeles Lakers played versus the Utah Jazz, and Luka Doncic said that you are not going to have an MVP conversation without bringing my name up. Luka Doncic yesterday, talking about PRA. 45 points, 14 assists, 11 rebounds, had 5 steals yesterday, 14 of 28 from the field, 4 of 12 from 3, and 13 of 16 from the free throw line. LeBron James also had 28 points and 10 assists as well. On the other side, Keontae George, 34 points and 8 assists. He continues to have a career season. Ace Bailey had 19 points yesterday on 7 of 13 from the field. Yusuf Nurkic had 15 points and 8 rebounds and 7 assists himself. So the Lakers get another win. They continue to hold serve inside of the Western Conference. And if you currently check out what the standings are, OKC's number 1 with 2 losses. Denver's number 2 with 6 losses. And then you got the Los Angeles Lakers at number 3 in the conference at 19-7. They're moving. They're winning, y'all. How did y'all feel about how Luka Doncic played yesterday?
It was better. I thought he did a better job at his shot selection. That was better. I mean, he's still one of the better guys at creating fouls and getting to the free throw line. I love that about him. But I thought he did a good job in getting to the rim last night. And I thought he did a great job at finding guys. He had a lob to Jackson Hayes where the defense fell asleep and he just threw the ball up to the rim and Jackson Hayes ended up punching it. I mean, that's such court awareness and that's such awareness from him as a lead guard. I thought that was great. I thought he looked good yesterday. I did. I thought he looked good yesterday. I thought and I steal a word from Penn. I thought his court mapping was really good. I thought his awareness on the floor was really good. I thought he did a better job in taking care of the ball. I liked his shot selection a little bit better than I have in the past. He's the engine that makes them go. He is definitely the engine that makes them go. And then, I mean, they ended up squeaking out a win against the Jazz yesterday. The Jazz aren't as bad as people think they are, Damo. They're not. They're not as bad as people think. They're not as bad as people think they are. I think people still look at the Jazz like the team that from last year that was at the bottom of the Western Conference. This is not that Jazz. This is a better team than that team last year. And I thought Luka did a really good job in pushing them over the top last night, no doubt.
I like Luka off the ball. I like the actions I've seen with Luka getting off the ball, getting the job done like that. That was probably the biggest standout to me. Outside of that, I mean, listen, man, typical Laker W. Played a bad team, so I'm not too surprised about the outcome. That for Swiper was right. Those first 3 quarters was kind of scary. Didn't really like that, but Luka's MVP. So, Luka is he's the MVP. I'll give him MVP. Did what he had to do. Got the job done.
Amo, is it ridiculous to ask? Is it ridiculous to think that you guys struggle against Utah? Like even last year, you struggled against Utah, and they're at the bottom of the Western Conference. I'm trying to put my finger on what exactly it is that screws the Lakers up when they play against Utah. I mean, it was their size at one point because both Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen on the floor gave you guys trouble in the front court. But then I think this year with the emergence of Keontae George and him putting so much pressure on guys like Marcus Smart, I think he gives you guys a lot of trouble, a lot.
Isaiah Collier gave us some problems last night too. 18 to 13. Yeah, give him his shout out, man. Shout out Spencer James. He definitely did some work for them. But it's their versatility, and it's the fact that I heard this quote before, and I didn't like it at the time, but it makes so much sense now. These young guys don't know how bad or how good they are. They're just hungry. Like when they see us, they don't care that they're the Jazz and we're the Lakers. They come there to play. No matter if they're at the bottom of the West, no matter if they're 10th seed in the West, they are coming to play. And I love it. I love watching the Jazz play.
I mean, to give up almost 150 yesterday is a big deal, though. I'm not.
So this was historic for quite a few reasons. One, Lucas, this is his 10th 40-point triple-double. So it joins James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Oscar Robertson's only players in NBA history to do this 10 or more times.
In a season or period?
Period.
Okay.
Period. And he's the first Laker to have a 40-point triple-double since Magic Johnson, which is more than 40 years ago. It was 1981, and that was also against the Utah Jazz.
How about
Chill, this is the most impressive part. 45-point triple-double with 5 steals. Since 1972, when did the NBA start recording steals? Around then, 72, 73?
Mm-hmm.
He's the second player to ever do it. Do you know the first?
It wasn't.
I love trivia time with Chill, man. I wish we made this a segment.
The first player to have a 40-point triple-double with 5 steals.
45-point triple-double with 5
triple-double with 5 steals. The first player to ever do it.
So Luka was the second last night, which is crazy. It's just a crazy stat line. If you just
since they started recording steals, that sounds like some shit Chamberlain would do, but they didn't start recording steals till after Chamberlain retired.
Good point.
Larry Bird is not the answer.
Nope, it's not Larry Bird. Think about a bucket getter. Like think about somebody.
I'm gonna give you ask for a hint whenever you want it.
Not that I'm thinking about it. A 40-point triple double. How about Olajuwon?
It was not Olajuwon.
Bernard King.
It was not Bernard King.
David Robinson.
Dominique.
Y'all let me know the hint whenever you want it.
That's all I got. That's it after that.
I'll give you a hint.
It wasn't
Let me
Dominique.
get the hint.
He was drafted by the Detroit Pistons.
He was drafted by the Detroit Pistons.
That's the hint.
It's not Isaiah
Recently.
Thomas. Recently drafted.
Recently?
God, that's just too obvious.
Is it Cade?
Man. It is Cade.
I was okay. I didn't know like how modern it was. Okay.
Yeah, I thought this was like back in the day. I didn't know. It was
Yeah.
Okay. Two guys in the history of the league since they started recording.
They're both playing right now.
How about that?
Hey,
And they're both compared to each other. That's pretty interesting. And they're both in the MVP conversation. How you like that?
Yeah,
how
shout
about
out to Cade Cunningham finishing 4th in the straw poll.
Yeah, shout outs to Mars Talk Sports. I hope you heard that.
How
He didn't
about
get any
that?
first place votes though.
So the Lakers, they continue to look good. They're balling, they're hooping. LeBron James had a good game yesterday. I guess for you, Damo, as somebody who is a Laker fan, are you encouraged by what you've been seeing from LeBron in recent days?
No, I'm not. Not moved at all. Still not moved by my original sentiment of he's not enough that'll get us to win a championship. I just need people to understand that has always been my standard. Win a championship. He's LeBron. He's my GOAT. He's right there. Like, trust me, I know he's good. I know he's great. He's my GOAT. But no, I haven't seen him do anything this season that made me say, I like our chances against the Thunder.
I don't care about no damn regular season. I don't care about no game, no
Thank
December
you,
game
man.
in Utah. He don't care about that. Hell no.
Yeah, but to the earlier point that we were having
about a regular season game in Utah at 41 years, I don't care about that.
Yeah, but Damo, like to the earlier point that we were having about the playoffs being harder, does it not edge a little bit in your favor that you have one of the all-time playoff, risers on your team, a guy who's not going to be rattled by that moment, a guy who's learned how to win in those close moments, a guy that you can actually trust with the ball in Game 7? Like, does it not matter?
He's not that guy anymore. That's the sad part. I've seen that over the last couple of playoffs. If we were talking about LeBron in 2020, I will understand your sentiments. Since 23, I've watched LeBron go in the playoffs, and when we need him most, he hit a wall because he's old. It is what it is. He hit a wall physically, and he started to do things that showed his age, like relying on jumpers when he clearly needs to attack, but he can't because he's injured, he's hurt, he's hobbled. He's tired. All these other things. So no, I don't feel that way at all.
The chat seems to disagree with you.
Pressure off him, though, Damo, from the regular season on to the playoffs.
Don't what?
Don't you think that Luka and Austin Reeves kind of playing a little better this year too, taking more of the scoring load? Don't you think that those two guys take a lot of the pressure off of LeBron? Like,
best third option in the NBA.
I feel the same way, Damo, as far as who Bron is today. I don't think Bron has the ability to put the team on his back anymore and carry deep playoff runs. I saw that in 23?
Yeah, you've been saying that, Ox. That's that's not this year. This was years ago. You've been saying that. You've been
right. So that was in 23 when I first seen that. Like, oh, Bron's not Bron anymore. So I think now that they got Luka and Austin Reeves doing more scoring, I think that he can play his position and still do the same thing he's done, just not to that level. Like, it's not his job anymore. That's on Luka now.
How much does he have in the tank if we rely on him to be our first or second best defender consistently in the playoffs?
No.
I
don't know about that one.
If he can't hold up doing that, then we face the same problem.
Well,
I don't think Bron's playing his best basketball either, though, y'all. Y'all got to remember too. Bron didn't have no training camp. Bron missed the first 16 games of the season. Bron's playing. I think Bron's playing himself into rhythm, into shape right now. I think Bron's gonna start playing his best basketball come late February.
Ox, what's his best basketball? We talking about a 41-year-old. Like, we've seen
this ain't a regular 41-year-old though, Chill. This is LeBron James.
It is. I do get that. I do get that part. But to your point, Damo, we talk about being our best defender. Where are we talking about? Because we saw that last year in the playoffs. Like, we needed him to be our best interior defender. No, that's not working. Right? We needed him to guard on the perimeter. pretty regularly. No, that's not working.
He was still really good in the playoffs, though. What are we doing here?
Is. Yes, he is. 100%.
Like last year, 5 games, he was good.
Okay,
well, they got defensively. He was not though. They were as a team. They were
not. What Damo was talking about, good ain't enough. No,
they got blown out because they got out.
Good isn't enough if you're trying to beat OKC.
This is a different Luka though.
Yeah,
or any of the other teams that are going to play in the playoffs. Respectively.
Okay, is it fair to say he's the third option right now with how Austin Reeves and Luka are playing? Is he the best third option in NBA history right now?
I mean that sounds
better
really
than Chris
good,
Bosh right now.
Yes,
I'm asking you. I wasn't asking you, Pin, about Chris Bosh. I was just trying to think of players. That was the first one I could think of, though. Just give me a second. Is he better than Klay Thompson right now?
Yes.
The best version of Klay Thompson, or Klay
I'm talking about 2017.
Any version of Klay Thompson. What are we doing here? Like, I feel
respect Klay Thompson, please. Please.
Respect LeBron James.
Yeah, I'm respecting. I'm definitely respecting LeBron.
I'm not talking about Buddy Hield. I'm not talking about Buddy Hield and Gabe Vincent. I'm talking about LeBron James. I don't care if he's 41.
I know who you're talking about, but act like you know who.
LeBron was a negative the entire season defensively, and these same people in the chat said he was good defensively last year. So I mean, I don't really care anymore. Lakers fans are.
Oh, there we go, Manu. There we go. Is he better than Manu?
No, he's not. But that's where you draw the line. You're talking prime Manu, but prime Manu was not the third option. That's Tony Parker.
I want to be careful though, because like I understand how good Austin Reeves has been, but like, is he a guaranteed performer in that role as the second option? Like, are we sure Austin Reeves is going to still be as productive as he's been in the playoffs? This is his first year, like, consistently performing at this level. And to me,
don't make that face. We've seen him taken out of series. We saw him taken out of that series last year.
And we also see him win a series. We also see him be one of the most clutch Laker.
Yeah.
What? His tenure being a Laker.
And he still wasn't playing at this level, though. That's fine. Yeah.
He played close to this level in the playoffs plenty of times.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
He has.
This level?
This level. Go do the knowledge. I'm bored like Onyx. Go do the knowledge. Go do the knowledge. He's been performing like this his entire
career. Not at this level. It was good. It was definitely good, but
do the knowledge.
By the way, just for the chat that doesn't know what it's talking about, the Lakers defense in the playoffs last year was 26 points better when LeBron James was off the floor last season versus the Wolves.
26
points better. So just for context,
when he was
off the floor. So just they're doing all this yapping. So like they don't know what they're talking about. Like he objectively was bad in the playoffs in the regular season last year. But he has some really good games.
Potentially a failure of the roster around him.
No, I agree. I fully agree with you. But I also think this goes to Damo's point. Real talk. I think they lack athletes. I think they lack like verticality. They lack like some perimeter guard defenders. They lack a lot of things. And I think yesterday, first 3 quarters, this is why I think Lakers fans were upset, is that was the part of it yesterday. Like they just ran into, I think, a team that had some people that can attack them, and they really, really struggled. Now, I don't think this is like a damning thing. Like they're, they only lost 7 games. So like they're still obviously playing really well. But I said last year too, I think they were overrated based on their record relative to how good they were. And then he went to the playoff and got smoked. So I do think there's a world where the same thing happens again in the first round, depending on who they play. That's all I'm saying, Ben.
But in a 135, 145 track meet, obviously a 41-year-old is going to be a little bit disadvantaged. But in a 106, 103 grinded out half court game,
who are they playing 103? Who are they playing 103 points a game with though? Who's doing that?
I don't know. They could play that type of they could play that type of series against Minnesota. They could play that type of series against Denver.
Minnesota's offense is good.
I'm saying in the playoffs, typically,
maybe the Rockets.
We're going to see
the Rockets offense.
We're going to see lower scoring. You're going to see lower scoring. You're going to see a lot more hand checking. You're going to see a lot more physical defense. That would it happened last year too. Okay.
Hey, so Penn and Damo. You remember when I said that why Luka got to get 40 for them to win? So y'all gonna say I know what I'm talking about now, or y'all still gonna say I don't know?
Austin Reeves is not playing.
Know what you're talking about? What are you talking about?
Austin Reeves is not playing. Austin Reeves is not playing.
I'm talking about Luka Doncic. I'm talking about Luka Doncic. My bad, Luka Doncic. When I said Luka got to get 40 for them to win, I still don't know.
No, Drench, that's what he's saying. He's saying he had to get that because Austin wasn't there. If Austin was there,
I mean, even with Austin there, he'd be doing the same shit. But
he can get 38.
So you feel like this when he was in Dallas too? Like he had to get 40 for them to win?
A little bit, yeah. Okay. Not to the extreme of what he got to do for the Lakers, like it'd be close ass games. Like,
I mean, talking about the Lakers is insane because I really try to avoid it, but like because I let Dom on Real Talk do the talking at this point because they're in the fan base and so whatever. The Lakers are good, but they're also on track to get smoked again in the playoffs if they play one of these teams. Like the Spurs, I'm sorry, if they play versus the Spurs with all those ball handlers and that defense with Wemby, Devin Vassell and them, they might get cooked. It might be 4-1, 4-2. They play versus the Wolves, they might lose again. They play versus Denver, they're going to lose again. They play versus OKC, they're going to lose again. Now. The team
like
that, I'm not.
I told y'all already. The only problem for the Lakers is Denver. They spanking the Spurs, bro.
I don't know.
They're 15 and 5, brother. They're 15 and 5.
Got a lot of athletes, man.
They're 15 and 5 with Luka in the lineup. He averages 36 points per game in wins and like 31 in losses. So Jordan, you're not that far off from being right.
I mean, I know.
However,
he averages 36 and
that's
wins.
not sustainable though, Jordan. To your point, like we shouldn't have a guy on our crew that in order for us to win, you got to get 40.
Exactly. That was my point. That was my point.
When
I said that, they said I don't know ball.
That's not sustainable.
I get you.
We got to do it on our crew that's averaging 40, not averaging 40 in a playoff series. I'm talking about throughout the course of the season. In order for us to win regular season games, you got to get 40. That means, like, did you see his? And yes, I'm box score watching right now, but I ain't even talking about the game. But did you see his stat line last night? He went 45, 14, and 11. And I've been saying this. Jordan and I have actually had this conversation numerous times about how I feel about Luka. He shouldn't have to do this much in order for us to win. He shouldn't have to do that.
At his teammates, what do you want?
To beat the damn Jazz.
What does that mean, Penn?
Look at his teammates.
What do you mean look at his teammates?
Yeah, look at his teammates. Look at the rest of the roster. What do you want him to do?
Why do you think it is that they're
if Austin Reeves is out, who do you want him to pass to? You want
and DeAndre Ayton was out too.
DeAndre Ayton out as well. You want. So
you're just saying.
Isolation possessions for Jackson Hayes? You want pull up.
What are you talking about? Why would I put Jackson Hayes in isolation?
He actually he didn't miss a shot last night, by the way. He went 7 for 7 from the floor.
There's a reason.
But we know.
I mean, Penn, it's the same shit when all of them play too, though. It's not like that's just
he's
what
the best player on that team.
Like he do that when they fully.
Well, I think what Jordan and are more so talking about is Jordan and Chill is like it's they don't feel like it's a good sign that he's having to put up this much usage. He can win a game like last night. Swiper, I can get a game. Okay, I could definitely get a game.
Thank you, Penn. Was that you that said that? That's who he is. This is who Luka is. Y'all are saying this isn't sustainable. He's done this 2 other times in his career while playing above league average games. This is just who Luka is. If y'all don't like it, y'all don't like it. Just say that.
One time though, but yeah, Kyrie Irving on the side.
That's fine. Now he has Austin Reeves. Now he has Austin Reeves. And now he has LeBron next to him, and he's still doing it. So this is who Luka is. Y'all are sitting here saying, "Oh, this is problematic." No, it's not.
It's problematic for the Lakers, not for Luka, for the Lakers.
I mean, listen, you're right. It is problematic for Lakers. That's why I don't think we're going to win a championship. No, actually, him scoring this much isn't the problem for the Lakers. That's not problematic for the Lakers. There's a way bigger issue that's problematic for the Lakers that's causing so many other issues, but we're not going to talk about it because, the internet just goes in a turmoil.
Actually, yes, we are going to talk about it. What are those problems?
What is it, Damo? What are
those? Let's discuss that. Let's discuss those problems because we can walk in the house and see that the kitchen is nice, Damo. We can do that. Just so we clear, Damo. We can walk in the house and we can see that the kitchen is nice, right? We can see that the living room is nice.
It can't be defense gifted.
What else is but we don't see the foundation of the house. We don't see that this house, if you walk on this floor enough, that this damn floor is going to fall through. We don't see that. So what's really the problem, Damo? Because right now it seems like we're just looking at the kitchen and we're looking at the living room and going, oh, this is a nice house. When in reality, this house can fall apart at any point. What's really the problem, yo?
The motherfuckers don't play no defense.
This athletic wings.
They don't have any defenders other than
basketball.
I think the athletic wings matter.
From the resident Laker guy here, Damo, what's the problem here?
Oh, there's a 51-year-old making $70 million. I will always say that's the biggest issue for the Lakers. People will tell me up and down, left and right, oh, well, if he took a pay cut, we will only have like $12 million to use in salary cap. Oh, well, if he didn't take the money, shut the hell up. I don't care. In no world, in no reality, is a man that's 50 years old with sciatica Making $70 million. Making $70 million is a good thing for the team. Sciatica, whatever old man disease he got. He has old man disease. He had old man disease, man. We have a person with grandpa disease coming up on the injury report.
Disease. Oh man.
And people trying to tell me that's not a problem. That is the biggest problem we had. If we didn't have to pay him $77 million, we could have probably got more wings other than damn Vando, who I don't know. Did Vando play last night? Has Vando been playing?
He played yesterday. Yes, he did.
He played yesterday.
He actually wasn't bad.
What happens when you train all summertime and learn how to play pick and roll as a ball handler, Vando? But, whatever. I don't know.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell? Who the
that boy
hell
was
is
in the
that?
summertime working on pick and rolls. Yes.
I blame.
All right, y'all. Let me get to some of these super chats because the audience is very upset and mad at the way you were speaking about LeBron James and them. But hello, Mars. Good to see you, brother. And glad everything worked out, man.
How you doing, Mars?
We got it from Hayes Lean 8049 $10 super chat. I scream my team isn't 22 losses bad, and no one believed me. Herb is worth minimum 2 first.
Yes, your team is 22 losses bad. Yes, they are. Let's cut the shit. Yes, they are. Bill Parcells
really not,
Chill.
Yes, they are.
They're really not.
I mean, Chill, I'm gonna be honest. I can see the foundation in New Orleans. I can see the foundation in New Orleans. Like they have ever since James Borrego kind of took over just a little bit. He kind of changing they pace. They definitely playing. I don't know. You can quote me on the stats. I know Mars probably gonna chat GPT that shit fast.
Sure.
The pace seems a lot faster with them playing. They playing up and down. I like what I'm seeing from Jeremiah Fears too of how he get inside the paint, how fluid he is getting off the ball. I like Herbert Jones. I like him as a defender. I don't know if I trust his shot so much. I know, they want to tell him keep shooting, which is cool, but I like him as a defender.
I don't believe him when he was wearing number 2 now.
Kenneth Murray the third.
Why are you government naming everybody?
He's solid.
He government everybody.
He's solid as well too, but at the same time, you got to get Zion healthy. You got to get Zion healthy, and Zion damn near got to get some skills too because he lost all that weight. He's not bouncing off of motherfuckers no more like he used to.
He played last night.
Dang, bro, no Derek Queen mentioned?
When he went on that run, he was on the
He
bench.
was trash. He was trash yesterday.
Yeah, when he went on a run, he was on the bench.
Yeah.
They put Steven Adams on him, and he wasn't doing shit. So.
You know what that sounds like to me, Mars?
He wasn't doing shit but crying.
And I don't know if it's me.
you can do nothing.
It looked like that's what phasing somebody out looks like.
Yeah, I mean, he was crying his ass off last night because he couldn't get in the paint. The Rockets was meeting him right in the paint every time he was there, and so he couldn't get shit off. But
the Pelicans are 6th in pace under Borrega.
Okay. See, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. My eyes tell no lies. But I like the way that they playing. They got a system, Chill. Like Derek Queen is really damn good.
Yes,
too. But they got a system, Chill. I wouldn't say they're a 22 win team. Like
22 losses.
22 lost win, whatever. But they got a system. I'm believing in them. But I say all that to say this. No fucking way the Rockets should have lost to them last night, though. Don't give a shit what kind
Bro,
of
the way the
system.
Rockets lost that game, man. Oh,
fucking killed me.
Yeah, I was
to
tough.
this day. I just don't understand why Şengün think he T-Mac at the end of every fucking game. Every game, Şengün got to take this bullshit ass shot. Chill. Every game.
You think KD gave it up too early?
No, he gave it up to him so he can get it back. Like that was
I
and he couldn't
expected
get the
like
ball
a
back.
handoff or something, and then
I didn't think
he could not get the ball back. Yeah.
Nope. I didn't know that he was giving it to him because he was looking to get it back. I thought he was giving it to him to go.
No, he was giving it to him.
I guess that was part of the plan.
He
that might be partially true.
He dribbled himself into the 6th man.
Bro, he dribbled himself into. He shot over a triple team damn near.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah,
I was trying to figure out what the plan was, and that looked like when KD gave it up to him. Right when KD gave it up to him, I'm thinking, okay, we're already in the meat and potatoes of the game. That side of the floor, it wasn't really much going on over there. And
throw the ball back to Kevin Durant here.
I didn't think he was going back.
That one KD couldn't miss yesterday, and then that's what.
And you gonna not throw the ball back to him? That's what's crazy. Like how
fourth quarter plus OT.
I'm gonna take him. Second game in a row too, though.
So
second game in a row.
Yeah, he just threw it up to him to get it back. That's really what he did. He just threw it up to him to get it
he
back.
may be at the point where
Şengün
Şengün might just not be as good of a scorer as like people
he's
want
not.
him to be. Yeah,
Or
might
maybe
just
he
not be as
is.
good as
Maybe he is.
I was complaining
Mark.
about this
Here's
same
the
shit
thing.
last year.
This is the same thing with
shit I was
Wemby.
complaining about last
This
year.
is
No,
the
but he's
same
no, but
thing
he's
that-
objectively not though. Like I think
he's objectively not right now, Swiper. But what I'm thinking is,
Well, yeah, I'm talking about now. I'm not talking
Okay,
about
yeah,
6 years from now.
to be
Like,
honest with you,
he's scoring better than he did last year.
What I don't want to do, Miles, is I don't
guess.
want to tag him. I don't want to tag him as just this is who he's going to be, and then that's it. I do think Sengun is a better scorer than people give him credit for. But I also think to his credit, I also think in his defense, he's one of those players who he's somebody that you guys want him to be right now, and he ain't there yet. He's getting there, very much like Wemby. He's getting there, and unless but
Well, Wemby's already a better offensive player than him, though.
the fact that KD is there now, we want him to be there right now. He's still in that developmental stage of being that great scorer. He ain't there.
I mean, he is. I think Şengün's a good scorer. It's just the cons that come with it, like him when he holds the fucking ball too long, he's probably gonna turn that shit over. Like him trying to dribble a lot. Like I can't stand when he dribbles a lot on the perimeter doing nothing. Like trying to force these bad. His passes become too late. He's a damn good passer, but a lot of times it's too late. It's like the read is too late. So it's not that I don't think he's a horrible scorer. It's just a lot of bullshit come with it, with him scoring the ball.
So
how much of it do you think is like a byproduct of Amin Thompson on the floor in these moments too?
I think it has a lot to do with them not having a point guard, and I'm in obviously playing a point guard. It's obviously an issue, but I do think I do think you need somebody to. But then again, I will say this though, Gifted, because if you do get a point guard, you get a really good guard. Then maybe Şengün don't do Şengün things. Like maybe the wow that we see about Şengün, where he hold the ball, he make these aggressive plays. Maybe you don't see him. Maybe he plays more out of a short roll, and maybe his time holding the ball is a little bit, is a little bit turned down. So I don't know.
So like I didn't watch this full game, so please feel free to like maybe educate me, right? But like I watched the fourth quarter through overtime, and like it looked like every time what happened is they would shade over with 2 on KD. He would essentially get off the ball. She would have the ball. He would try to post up. Sometimes they would double. Sometimes they wouldn't. Initially in the fourth quarter, he was scoring the basketball, and then it became turnovers. And a lot of those possessions ended with Amin Thompson pull up in mid ranges, and then in OT they pulled Amin off the floor because of that. That's what I was seeing.
I mean, it's pretty. It's just kind of that's pretty much what was going on. I think the Rockets spacing was just bad, bro. Like the Rockets spacing was just bad. And to be fair, and I don't know how they're gonna do it, but when Tari Eason comes back, who's was shooting the hell out the ball, by the way, maybe you give him better spacing. You still got to have a question about what you're gonna do with Amin. There's no way Amin and Steven Adams should be on the floor at the same time. Like,
but it's hard though because with those 2 players, like you have a better defense, you get, I would say, more rebounds, all the type of stuff. But the problem is offensively down the stretch, it just becomes hard to have a good enough offense. So I hear you on that.
But efficiency is never going to be
there.
there.
Can't make a fucking layup.
Yeah, but like that's the point. Like you cram the paint. We mentioned this earlier with Amin Thompson when you were talking about his paint finishing and all that stuff. Is like when you cram the paint, you're going for volume of attempts. Like you're trying to game the system to get more shots than the opponent. It doesn't mean that the quality of those shots is going to necessarily be perfect. If you wanted perfect offense, you should opt for spacing. You shouldn't have Steven Adams on the court with Clint, with Amin Thompson or Clint Capella or those guys. You have multiple guys who are attacking the glass, and the Rockets are historically good at grabbing offensive rebounds, like the best team in NBA history.
I think that's how they win basketball games, Ben.
This is how they win basketball games. Like Nick Nurse tried this shit in 2021 with the Raptors, just trying to game the system and trying to, because there's a lot of analytics that say that if you take more shots than the opponent, like there's like a huge edge of 58-60% of games you're going to win. And yeah, like I think I've just never seen a team game it to this level, but I've also never seen a team with like this type of size that's able to game it to this level. You know what I mean? So I don't know, Jordan. I'm telling you, like I think in 3 months you're gonna probably be a little bit more optimistic about Amin Thompson. That's how I feel.
I just think that his possessions matter so much, though.
I don't know if you heard me already. I'm trading his ass.
Oh, so you are trading him now, Drench?
Oh yeah, I see you. Who did you say was better than him on Twitter?
Jordan, I didn't say he
Or
was
something?
better. I said I wanted
Jordan Poole. You'd rather have
over
Jordan Poole. That's what it was. You said
Embiid.
you'd
I'd rather have
Jordan
Jordan Poole.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think the flaws are glaring. Like, do you see the three he took and he hit all backboards?
It was a turnover.
That's
It was a walking turnover. Every three he shoots, Mars feels like a turnover in the moment when he shoots it.
You can't be shooting threes in games if you can't make them in practice. I'm not a coach, but that's my philosophy. I was just putting out there. If you can't make them in practice, don't shoot him in the game.
I mean, what if he's actually making it in practice?
Ain't no way he's making that shit in practice.
I refuse to
Ain't no
believe.
way.
But
Not missing like that.
if you're not shooting north of 75-80% in practice, you're not shooting threes in games. That's kind of the way I'm viewing it. Especially with a Men Thompson shot quality, like they're all wide open. Like if you're not shooting 75%, I'm not trusting you to shoot that in a game.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest issue with a man is like it's the scoring where he's meant to be good that he's not.
Agree. Yeah,
and that's the concern.
That's the biggest problem.
Part of that is teams obviously are forcing him into those looks, into a crowd. He's got to get better at like in the floater range when teams are trying to force him to score over the top. The handle needs to be better. He had a nice little Euro on Derek Queen.
In the phase of the game.
Yeah,
that was a nice.
That was a big play.
That's like his go-to. The little Euro there. But I think the bigger problem is Derek Queen was guarding him. I think that says a lot about how teams are guarding Amen Thompson,
which is good. I think that's a good thing.
No,
I'm saying team like the same way the Rockets guarded Zion with Steven Adams and their bigs. Teams are guarding Amen Thompson with bigs. That's a problem.
Yeah,
he's a point guard.
Yes,
he's a point guard. That's a problem.
Yes, 100%.
Teams shouldn't feel comfortable putting their bigs on Amen Thompson.
Well, they are now, and maybe as he continues, to your point, with him making that move and him getting to the rim. And don't forget, I believe it was maybe 2 plays before that. He had the stutter step with the weak hand and the cross, and it was right in the mid post where he hit the jump shot. And to your point, I see it. I see it. It's just a matter of continuing to develop this stuff. He is scoring around the rim. He isn't just a guy in the dunker spot. He isn't just a guy that we're just going to give the basketball to for layups. He can get by guys. He can get to the rim. He can score the basketball.
Get by him for a layup.
He can do that. He absolutely can do that. But I think that because he ain't Luka, because he's not the best in the league.
Oh, they're not asked for all that. I promise they asked for all that.
Not to shoot 18% from 3.
He's only taking 2 a game, Drench. Stop.
That means he's making a 3 every 5 games.
And a lot of them he's taking. It's when the shot clock is. It's not like he's taking them.
No. I've seen these threes. He be wide open.
Joe, what is your hesitation with like the numbers telling you that he is literally not a good scorer from anywhere on the court except right at the rim?
Okay, the skill set tells you he can't do it.
No, hang on. Because skill set, when people go to the numbers, it's always context dependent on the system that the player plays in, and I have to always push back on this.
He couldn't shoot.
No.
I agree, but there's no context for this man can't shoot. I'm just playing.
Okay, no. I hear you. And shooting troubles become exacerbated when the paint is congested.
Sure.
So here is my question for you, Mars. There are 3 teams in the league, and I'm not talking about trading Amen Thompson. I am talking about adapting the Rockets long term to a more Amen-friendly roster construction. Mm-hmm. Indiana Pacers, a lot of spacing. Milwaukee Bucks around Giannis Antetokounmpo, a lot of spacing. And I'm not talking about the context with Giannis. I'm talking about Amen in place of Giannis. Okay. Also considering, did I say Boston Celtics? Yeah, Boston Celtics. So Boston Celtics, Milwaukee Bucks, Indiana Pacers. You look at those 3 roster builds. How does Amen fit into that offense? Current skill set aside, are you as comfortable guarding him with a big when he can attack downhill with a stretch big as opposed to Steven Adams? Because Steven Adams sitting in the dunker spot, Amen Thompson driving into the congested paint with a big, it's much easier. It's a lot harder when you got Miles Turner out there and Gary Trent and AJ Green and even in that situation, I think Amen becomes an all-star. So I hear what Chill is saying. Like the skill is there. We have seen it. Let's not act like this guy was not on a lot of people's all NBA watch list this year. He was. He's still that same player. I mean, I was hearing people tell me he's better than Franz Wagner. He's better than Scotty
They told me he was better
Barnes.
than Denny Advia.
Yeah, I
before the
remember. I
season.
seen that poll. I seen that poll between Scotty, Franz, and Amen, and Amen was winning the poll. And I'm pretty sure I responded to that saying people are going overboard with Amen Thompson.
Yeah, I thought he was
Yeah,
overhyped.
but there's a
Go-
reason why.
And I was like
people
the
are so
first on the
excited.
Amen
He was the
Thompson train, but
youngest.
it's very clearly gone too far at this point.
No,
People
I
are just
hear you.
lying about how good he is right now. So
But I think
Yep.
there's a reason why people are so excited because people, with 21, 22-year-olds.
athleticism excites people. That's why, man. Athleticism.
I mean, they want him
excites
to be what they wanted Ben Simmons to be.
And he's one
Ideally.
of the most athletic players in the NBA.
But
so
this
when
is
you have
not
those
like
athletic
Gerald
tools-
Green
think he's the most
athleticism where it's like,
athletic
okay,
player
it's just
in the league.
athleticism and he
You don't
hasn't
think there's
exactly
better
put it
athlete in the game
together.
better than
He's
that?
put it
Yeah,
together.
Gerald
exactly.
Green,
Athleticism-
he's got
athleticism-
later on though.
Athleticism
Mm.
excites people. So
Not
when you have
explained.
Gerald
someone
Green
with
became a
his
very good
athleticism-
role player
when you have
for a
someone
lot
with
of
his
teams.
athletic
Gerald
skill
Green
sets,
was
he's that
always a good
fast,
basketball
he's
player.
that
though.
strong.
Gerald
He
Green
jumps
always
that
could
high.
shoot.
Like,
Hey, just
Sure.
like this too. Like,
First of
he
all,
could- he
Gerald
could-
Green from my city.
That's
Now we ain't gonna
crazy.
do that. Now Gerald Green always could shoot. Gerald Green always could score.
I want to give a big respect to Jared Green because he even have what, like a thumb he was
No,
missing.
he was
it's
he was
ring
missing his
finger.
ring
No,
finger. It
this-
was his ring
yeah,
finger.
yeah.
and was still making threes.
No, he
I
can't.
agree.
Gerald
I
Green
agree.
can
The
score.
Rockets context
Yeah.
doesn't lend itself to the most efficient
forget he
scoring.
came out of
we
high
know,
school,
we
right?
know that doesn't help Şengün. It doesn't help Amen Thompson. It damn sure didn't help Jalen Green last year. I will say Jalen Green didn't get this type of bail, but it doesn't help anyone because there's a lack of spacing. But I will say Amen Thompson is also not spacing the floor for his teammates. So
Yeah.
they're not spacing for him, and he needs spacing. But then when he's not on the ball, he's also not spacing the floor. And the fact that he gets very
How
clearly
is he as a
ignored, and then he
screener?
has to.
How is he as a
He's not
screener?
great. He's not great as a screener.
So
why he
that's
runs the
one thing
baseline.
I
They
think
used
he
him
can
as a
get better
screener in
at.
year one. Yeah, he
Okay.
can get better at a lot of things on offense. A lot.
I think his athleticism,
He just rarely get better at shooting. To be honest,
his athleticism helps spacing. Like his ability to
I
attack
agree.
downhill.
The ability
Again,
to play
in
the double
theory,
spot and stuff.
Okay.
in theory, if you are able to twitch past your guy and attack the rim and draw a second defender, you are never going to impact spacing negatively for me. There are certain guys who can beat their
I used that
guy.
argument for Zion, and you disagreed with me a few months ago. But you've had a change of heart. That's cool.
We new information. We
That's cool.
evolve.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I do want to
But I
ask
will
though,
also
like,
say,
like
I see numbers. A men's blow by percentages aren't that great, and the reason for that is because they give him such a cushion that it's actually
Yeah.
hard
Correct.
for Amen Thompson to get by defenders. So, like, in order to blow by people, they need to play up to you. You can't, like, no matter how athletic you are, if they're giving you 8 feet of room, you're not blowing by that defender. Like, that's
Okay,
hard
but,
to-
but if you put him in Utah next to Lauri Markkanen and Lauri's a screener, you're not guarding that the same way as a
I
Steven
mean, they're
Adams
just gonna go
screen.
under. They're just gonna go they're going
If
under
you
and they're
give
gonna
it-
hug.
If
They're
you
gonna
give him
hug
that
guard.
much space, and this is why
they'll hug Lowry and go under on a man.
That's it, and that's it, and it's gonna make a man play like fucking.
Because they've used
like
KD
worm.
as
He gonna
a
be a worm
screener.
with
They've
that
used
shit.
KD as a
I mean, but I
screener
think
for
that
them.
like brings
And that's
up a bigger
exactly what
question though. Like, is it worth it making your roster more base for Ahmed if Ahmed's not your best player?
Not
Like,
not
is
if
that-
you're the
is that
Rockets,
really
because
worth
that
it?
takes away your offensive rebounding identity. And
Well, who
that's-
would
But
you
that's
be-
that's
who would
that's
you be
that's the
building
problem.
around?
That's the problem
Gifted.
already,
Who would
though.
you be
Gifted.
building
That was the issue I brought up months ago. It's not that Amin is a bad basketball player. It's that they don't have time for
Yeah.
Amin because they
Right.
traded for Kevin Durant.
For Kevin Durant,
They
I should have
traded
said the
for
same
Kevin
thing.
Durant.
Yeah, it doesn't-
You go.
you
You have to be.
their
You
timelines
have to. If you trade for Kevin Durant, you have to be trying to win a championship. They
100%.
don't got
Yeah.
time to wait around for Amin Thompson to learn how to shoot the basketball.
Same thing
That
with
was
Şengün
my
and
issue.
his deficiencies.
Hey,
every
man,
young player's
fair too, Mars.
deficiencies are gonna
That's fair.
be exacerbated when you speed up the timeline to. I know Kevin Durant said he doesn't view this as championship or bust, but like for the Rockets, we know Kevin Durant is 37.
37.
I think he's 37 or 9.
37. So we know Kevin Durant he's got more years behind him as he does in front of him. So we know if
Yeah.
they're trying to win, it's got to be sooner rather than later, which means all the young players' flaws doesn't mean it's an indictment on their whole careers. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
Şengün is never going to be an amazing tier 1 offensive player. But right now he's not. And that's problematic for
This
the
was a
Houston
mistake
Rockets
trading for
championship
Kevin Durant.
chances.
So
It doesn't
go
mean that
trade.
Thompson is never going to figure out how to be a viable playoff offensive piece. But he's not right now, and the Rockets need him to be right now if they're
It's a
trying to win.
mistake.
That's problematic.
So we're gonna get to the.
So go trade for Giannis, man.
but
Like,
I
y'all got the pieces to do it.
want to get to the next super chat here. Chill. I don't think it's not a mistake, brother. I just think they're. By the way, Chill. I still think they're the third best team in the league. So with all these issues they're having,
Their floor
I
is
mean,
so
I'm-
high. That's why.
I
Yeah.
think they're
Floor
still
is so
like
high.
phenomenal. Yeah, they're a second round team for me at
They were
worst.
on to
I think,
something
this
with
year.
this group that they had last year. They were on to something, and we were
then
moving.
They're
in a
still on
positive
to something. They're
direction.
still really good. It's just a different thing.
So
that
they have
won.
all of their assets
They
remaining
were
for if they
building
need to-
something with that group, just like
'Cause all
Oklahoma
they
City.
gave up
It's
Jalen
like
Green and
it's
Dylan
like
Brooks.
what happened with
But chill,
Oklahoma
they didn't
City.
give up any of their foundation to get KD though. They
Yeah,
didn't
but
give
that's
up
what. But
anything.
here's the difference with that, though, Swiper. The difference is that now what you've done is you now move the timeline up with those guys in terms of my foundation.
None
so
of
this
but not,
concrete,
the only
this
person on
concrete
the
floor.
timeline is Kevin Durant though.
Okay,
Everybody else
right.
is on the same
So
timeline.
with this, no, they're not, Swiper, because now we're
Amen
talking about
Thompson
winning
is
the NBA.
still in his rookie contract.
Well,
Shingun
Steven
just
Adams
got
is
on
on
his
talking about
extension.
contracts. We're not
Steven
talking
Adams is
about
gone.
Okay.
Jabari Smith is still there. They have
Okay,
literally have
and
all
with
of
all
their
these
young
guys,
assets.
guess what's
Paying for the next
with all
2
of these
years.
guys, man, with all of these guys, right? But now what's going on is we're trying to win. So this concrete floor that I put down, instead of it taking a year, now I got to do this shit in 3 months. It's not going to be ready in 3 months.
But they're not. But chill, I think you're confusing. They got KD to see if they can get into a championship window now. They're also in the championship window now because they're, to me, the top 3 team in the NBA. Still, even losing to the
Whoa.
Pelicans. But the other
This
side of
also
this
looks
is, I think
different
they're
if
better.
Fred
Than
How
is
are they a
playing
top
better.
3 team in the NBA?
I
Yeah,
think
Fred
they're better
does
than the Knicks in
better
Detroit.
a little bit.
I think they're better than the Knicks in Detroit. But you can, if you disagree, that's fine. I still think they're top 3 team in the league. I think they're getting rise like elevated play to Şengün. Amen Thompson better than he was last year. For me, Jabari Smith has taken a crazy leap. That's not getting talked about at all.
He's been
I
good.
think Jabari has
He's
been so
he's been
good. He's been really good in the clutch for them. He's a really good off-ball scorer. He provides a lot of value defensively for them. KD is just old.
When
like-
has the third best team in any conference, so I'm assuming because I know who's speaking, that OKC and Denver are the 2 best teams in the league, with Houston being the 3rd, right? For you, how is the 3rd best team in a conference championship or bust ever? Who has that pressure?
How are they championship or bust?
The Warriors did it in 2020.
Drago, your audio is cooked, bro.
The Warriors did it in 2022. They finished 3rd in the conference. The Chicago Bulls in 1993, they were the 3rd.
But to be fair, no one really viewed the Warriors as real championship or bust. It was kind
Like
of a
it's not.
surprise
It's
when
the
they won.
chill.
They
We're
did
talking, about,
that.
we're talking about this championship or bust mantra here. Look, I don't think.
Because their best player is 37, Penn. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that, and
we
I
not
get
think that
that, but that's
did
not
we-
who you're building around.
Did we not think
You
that
you brought a mercenary in because he was available and you wanted to get off Jalen Green's
That is a
money,
fact.
or you wanted to
That is a
whatever.
fact.
But like speeding up the timeline, maybe if Fred VanVleet is having a really great season and he's healthy, we could talk about, okay, maybe you could be a sneaky championship contender. The minute Fred VanVleet went out, this championship shit went out the window. Like their championship odds dropped a lot.
I mean, that's what I thought. That's what I thought too.
I said that the
Even
moment.
with
we
Fred,
got
I didn't
Especially
think
the
they
fact
could
you
win.
haven't replaced him. You
But
haven't
even
really
with
replaced
that-
him. You just
even
moved
with that,
Green
they're
Shepherd
still,
and
they're
Amen
still
Thompson
arguing
up.
the 3rd best team in the NBA though, at least minimum top
Okay,
5.
first of all, that's an opinion. I don't necessarily think they're the
That's
But he
why
said
it's
arguably
arguable.
for a reason.
And I said
Yeah.
top 5. I think top 5
Okay,
is
cool.
relatively
So
consistent.
you think they better than any team in the East?
I think that they're better than Detroit. I think they're better than the Knicks. The Knicks are the ones that are pushing me like more towards the center of being like the #1 contender out of the Eastern
The Knicks
Conference.
are
I
closer.
think the Knicks are better.
Everything that you guys for everything that you guys have just told me about Amen Thompson, you know how I feel about him, and you know where he is right now. When we get into the playoffs, Jordan just said that we could shine a light on that. We can absolutely we could put a big ass magnifying glass on that. You don't think the Knicks can do that? You don't think that the
They'll be in the
Pistons can
finals.
do that?
So
Yeah, but that would be in the,
the Knicks
finals.
the Knicks have the biggest. I think the Knicks arguably, if you just, I mean, their 2 biggest flaws are the 2 best players, and we know what's going to happen. So everyone shines a light on them as well. Every team has flaws, but I'm saying that the championships are going to be about how can you hide and mitigate your flaws, and can you do that better and more often than the team you're playing. That's why
you're not going to have this huge offensive rebounding advantage against.
They did last year.
Towns.
They did last year in the playoffs
Against
they did
Karl
last year
Anthony
Warriors.
Towns, against Karl Anthony Towns
and Mitchell Robinson.
You're not going to have that.
I think.
Well, that would already assume they've already made the finals.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you're interrupting a point.
Quite clearly contenders.
That's on the other side. If they get to the Knicks, then they've already won. If they get past Denver, OKC, and whatever, they've already shattered expectations.
They beat any of those teams. They're ready for the finals.
They'll have this rebounding advantage against OKC for sure.
Do they have this
Denver
huge rebounding advantage against
interesting.
Minnesota? Do they have this huge rebounding advantage against Minnesota?
I
Currently right
personally
now,
think,
yes.
I personally
I think they could.
Houston have a huge rebounding advantage against every team in the league. That's
I
that's great.
don't. I
Okay.
don't know
They're
if they
that
will
good.
have
I
it
think
against
that's
New
their
York.
advantage. That's their
I don't
advantage.
think-
in every
I don't think they'll
series.
have it
Against
against New
everybody.
York.
He thinks it's
I
everybody.
think every team in the league, Houston, go into it with the clear rebounding advantage.
Are they not the
That's
best
their-
rebounding
that's
team
their
in the league,
superpower. That's what they
technically,
do.
or no?
They're like the best
Uh,
rebounding team in NBA history. Like
They are.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
think I'm crazy for saying, yeah, this team that is rebounding at a rate that is one of the best of all time has a
Mhm.
rebounding advantage against all the other 29 teams. Like that's
Yeah.
their advantage. That doesn't mean they're going to win a series or win every series, but they go into a series with one.
That's how they
distinct
win games,
advantage,
though.
it's rebounding. Yeah,
that's-
it helps for sure, and
that's
that's why I think.
definitely how they win
To
games.
Swiper's point,
Mars.
I view Houston as one of the 3, 5, 6, whatever best teams in the league because I think their floor is so high because
Mhm.
of the way they control the possession battle, because
Right.
of all the second chance opportunities they get, and then they have Kevin Durant. Like that floor alone is going to
Yeah.
keep you in so many games. I think Houston are one of the only teams in the league that I view as impossible to blow them out. I think it's impossible to blow Houston out. Now you can beat them, but a blowout, 20+ point deficit, I have a hard time seeing any team blowing this team out. Now, and I think that gives you a chance in every series. Now, are you going to win every series? No. I think OKC have clear advantages, the ability to force turnovers, Shea being probably the most consistent half-court scorer in the league, all of the defense. Oh my God, like obviously they have advantages, but Houston have one clear advantage that keeps them in every series, in my opinion. And that's a huge thing, regardless of Amen Thompson's flaws, regardless of Şengün's flaws, because of what they're able to do on the offensive glass. Şengün can shoot 11 for 26, and you're still going to be in a game against anyone because of
they
those
didn't
26
play.
shots. He probably rebounded his miss 5 times. Steven Adams can miss 6 layups. Guess what? He rebounded 5 of them. Like, so cool. Like, we live with
And
those
they're
results.
still
We're gonna-
shooting, just for
we're gonna
context, too,
outshoot everyone.
they're still shooting 39.6% from three, which is third in the league. The attempts are low, but like it's just the kind of shots they're getting, though. They're getting wide open threes and they're hitting them.
Wide open. If we had Jordan Poole,
Like, do
we'd
you
be
know how
shooting a lot higher.
crazy it is? They are 5th in field goal percentage and still lead the league in offensive.
That was good.
You're
Like,
what?
so this is a team that is top 5 in field goal percentage, and they're still number 1 in offensive rebounds, which means they miss less than nearly everyone, which is crazy when you watch them. They miss less than nearly everyone, and they still rebound their misses more than everyone. Like that alone just gives you a baseline level of, yeah, that's a hard team to beat, regardless of all the flaws we just pointed out.
Right.
If they don't turn the ball over, which is why if they had Fred VanVleet, they're even better. If they don't turn the ball over, it's hard to beat this team, really hard, because they're not giving you transition opportunities.
Yeah.
They're going to rebound every miss. And
Where
then
are we
on
at in
defense,
turnovers
they have
right
the
now,
length
Marv?
and athleticism. Where are
Where
they?
we at in turnovers right now?
Hey,
That's
chill.
fine.
Hey,
Turnovers
first,
now, that's
Jordan,
the problem.
chill.
You guys
Thank
are
you.
second-
Thanks
they're
for
second to last.
the 90 minutes today, brother. You did
This is
excellent. Massive conversation.
This is a
today.
team
Thank
that
you.
last year in turnovers, Houston were 11th, so just outside the top 10. This year they're 29th. So the Fred VanVleet thing is very.
We
obvious.
clearly need a
That's what
fucking
I'm
point guard.
talking
That's
about.
what I'm saying. We clearly need one. Like,
Yeah.
That right there is
We
the
need
difference
Jordan
between
Poole.
championship. If Houston had Fred VanVleet,
Like, is
they're the
Jordan
second
Poole
best team
that
in the
point
league
guard,
to me.
though? I'm not.
That's how big of a difference I think Fred VanVleet makes for this team. If they have Fred
man,
VanVleet,
just
I
give
think
me
they're the second
Jordan
best team in the
Poole.
league.
Fuck it. That's what I'm
Jordan-
telling
yeah,
you.
I don't
Jordan
think Jordan
Poole's
Poole
old,
really
bro.
helps the turnover.
I don't think
but-
Jordan Poole helps you out with.
But he
with-
helped us.
that
He
part
helped
of
us
it.
score.
We'll get to the
Yeah.
next super
Yeah.
chat here. That was a great segment. I think the Houston, obviously, it's a very controversial team for a lot of reasons, but I think they're still really good. Shout out Amin Thompson. Hunter TV, $10 super chat. Jamal Star, Jamal NBA injected into my veins.
He's an all-star
Jamal-
this year, right?
Yeah, he's a guaranteed.
5%
all-star
that
this
fucking
year.
super
ain't
chat.
gonna
I don't know why.
I
he
feel like he's an
acting
all-star
that.
at this point
Well,
to me
there's 10
too.
There's multiple $10.
Yeah,
always
I
go to
keep
Jamal
watching
for
Jamal
numbers.
Murray. I'm like, yeah, there's no way he don't make
He's playing at a
The
different
level
level
he's
right now,
playing
Mars.
I think
Yeah, he just
yeah.
caught
I think he's on the way to making All NBA. I know people thought I was trolling when I said it at first. I think he's on the way there.
I think this year's All NBA is going to be.
Ben,
more
you shook your head, but are
garbage.
you aware of what he's doing right now?
He's one of the
No,
best
I'm
shooters in
not
the league.
aware.
He's one
So
of
He's
the best
playing
shooters.
so crazy right now.
Right now, Jamal Murray is averaging 25, 7, and 4, but he's shooting 50% from the field, 46% from three on 7 attempts a game, and 89% from the line. So it's a 64 true shooting. And then also this year, just for context, this is why I wanted to bring this up. SGA this year, if you look at his creations, basically creation shot attempts per 100 possessions, he's at 19 a game, which is obviously the most in the league.
Just don't.
He's at a plus. What do you say, Penn? What?
He don't
I
care.
just-
No, anyway,
I'm
I'm
not
finishing
saying
it
I
because
don't care. I'm
it's
just
getting-
saying
getting
like, I understand like he's having.
I
an
know,
amazing
but Penn, this
season,
is not
but, like,
about you. I'm reading it for the audience.
Okay, got you. Go ahead. You specifically asked me if I was aware.
Jamal Murray saw 19 creation true shot attempts or Shea is.
Mars. I'm crying.
Jamal is at 14 a game. Jamal is currently versus league average on those isolation creation attempts. He's shooting 11% above league average, which is 99th percentile this year.
Swipe. I
Like,
appreciate the service. That you just
He's
did for the
having
audience.
a crazy year, and then on top of that, Jamal Murray is shooting 48% on pull-up threes this season as well, which is on the most volume in the league. Yeah, I mean, it's just like he's not having
two players all NBA.
Yeah. He's not having a. Go ahead, Penn. Could you seem to want to talk, brother? Goodness gracious! Like I'm just
This
reading through the
hostility,
segment.
Oh my god, I just came.
Goodness
into some
gracious! You
hostility,
asked me a
man.
question. Am I aware? I am aware of his numbers.
Oh,
Swiper.
okay.
I thought you were going to tell me that there was an argument for him making All NBA. The argument for All NBA.
I was in the middle of talking through it the same way I do all the super chats and giving the context of the conversation. But because you want to argue, you're just doing this nonsense. So I just want to finish it out, Mars. I do think that people are maybe underestimating it because he is playing next to Jokic this year. But I think as an individual player, he has been like one of the best guards and one of the best players in the NBA this year. So he deserves all the credit for that. Jokic or not, like he deserves like all the credit for what he's doing.
With positions taken out, you'd have to make a case that he is having a top 15 season
I think
among
he is.
players who qualify. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think you have to give some respect to what Jalen Johnson is doing. I think you have to give some respect to what Cade Cunningham is doing. I think you have to give some respect to what Tyrese Maxey is doing, what Luka's doing. I think there's a lot of players that could probably make a really solid case for All NBA. And I think at some point, 25 points, 7 rebounds, 6 rebounds, whatever you said, ain't gonna cut it. And I think it'll be like one of those snubs. And that's a huge progress for a guy who's never really made an All team. That's huge to be snubbed from All NBA. And I think if you look at the numbers and context, I also would like you to consider that this is a player who has had a lot of injuries, and this is a player who has never started out a season as well as he's starting right now. You seem to be tilting your head as if like me telling you that Jamal Murray has had a lot of histories is news to you. Are you surprised?
Hey, can anybody
This could be a durability thing down the line. I mean, you expect him to play 82 games like this? You expect him to play 75 games like this?
I think
with the championship in mind, and you know, for all the talk about Houston's championship or bust, Denver, this is actually championship or bust. Okay, this is a team that's been together for a long time. You've made some investments in some veteran players who are key. I'm saying that.
What's the correlation between All-Star and All NBA? Like, do most of the All-Stars make an All NBA team?
No, of course not.
Well,
I mean, in theory, like
you mean like
of them should.
Most All-Stars are like the guaranteed All NBA guys. So like,
yeah.
those ones. But like you'll have years like I
that
think Al Jefferson made the All NBA but didn't make the All-Star team. I think maybe Pascal's done that before.
I think Trey did the same thing, Jordan.
Or was it Halliburton last year? Halliburton made All NBA but wasn't an All-Star, right?
Pascal Siakam had the same thing. I think Julius Randle had.
Yeah, I was right.
Halliburton was All-Star last year. Halliburton was All-Star last year.
Okay, it was Pascal.
It might have been Trey Young though.
Yeah, I just think in general this year is going to be more guards who make all NBA because there's so many guards killing this year.
So I asked that question.
Giannis is looking like he's gonna miss the cut, so like that takes one out of the thing.
I mean,
that's gonna look so weird.
I mean, Paolo not gonna make All NBA this year. You know,
because if Jamal makes the All-Star team, he fuck around and make an All NBA team.
I mean, Mars, yeah,
All-Star team.
I know. Yeah,
Jamal. I think Jamal has to be an All-Star based on what I'm seeing right now. Like, and things can change. We got a couple months. Based on what I'm seeing right now, Jamal Murray is clearly playing at an All-Star level.
Can I just give you some Mars? Can I give the panel some names to just consider for All NBA this year? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
And you tell me, anyone can tell me that Jamal is making it over this guy, Jokic. There's only 15 spots.
No.
Okay. Shea.
No.
Luka.
No.
Tyrese Maxey.
No.
Donovan Mitchell.
No.
Cade Cunningham.
No.
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah,
he's better than Jalen Johnson.
Yeah. I think
he can make it past him. Actually,
statistically, what Jalen Johnson is doing,
it's not just
okay. I mean, cool.
Jamal Murray
it's not just that.
But being the best player on your team is definitely going to give you more.
Matter.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So we got 6 so far. I'm gonna give Jalen Brunson some major shine here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we got
his game winner yesterday.
We got 7, right? Schengen.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Someone from the Rockets.
Yes.
Jamal Murray is better than Şengün this
I'll probably say yes rather than no, Penn. So yes.
Okay. We got 8. Giannis probably going to miss the cut. Wemby probably going to miss the cut. So that's 2 guys out. James Harden's on a really trash team. So he's probably going to miss the cut. Scotty Barnes.
Possibly.
Sure, we'll give you Scotty
Possibly
Barnes.
better than Scotty
Go
Barnes.
ahead, go
Possibly,
ahead,
but if you want
Barnes
to take
when he
Scotty,
comes
that's
back.
fine.
go ahead, man. You can't Scotty Barnes.
Steph Curry.
I think Brandon Ingram make All NBA before Scotty Barnes, though. By the way,
That's not-
chance.
that's
There's
not-
no chance that's happening.
I mean, Steph is low key in jeopardy of missing the cut. Right?
He's in
already
jeopody
missed-
a little bit. It's possible he
yeah,
could
he's
also
already
miss
missed
because he
what,
gets
Steph is
played.
balling now.
Okay.
games? He was
Jalen
trash
Yeah,
last
but he's
night.
hooping
Jalen
up.
Brown.
About that game.
Jalen Brown. You
Jalen
give
Brown
him-
will
Brown's
make
gonna
it.
make it.
Jalen Brown
Jalen
will
Brown
make
will
it.
make it.
I think Jalen
Brown-
Brown's gonna make it too. He's
So
been crazy
we
so far
got
too.
10 right there. So here's
Mhm.
the list of guys that he will be competing with in this situation: Anthony Edwards, Austin Reeves. He will obviously, if Victor Wembanyama
Kevin Durant.
manages to stay healthy, there will be Kevin Durant,
Chet.
Holmgren, Laurie Markkinen. If the
Not Lauri
Utah Jazz,
I know what the
Hey,
Jazz are.
if
I know
the
what the
Jazz
Jazz are.
ending up being competitive because they pivot and realize they can't. I mean, I don't know.
I know exactly what the Jazz are.
Somebody from Orlando, right? Like Paolo,
No.
Franz,
I think
one
it's
of
gonna
those
be
guys.
fun.
Well, Franz is not gonna
Yeah,
make it
yeah.
because of the games played thing.
Bam Adebayo.
I mean, do y'all do know that Jamal Murray could get even better too? Like,
I mean, games is fun.
He
Murray
could.
is playing right
He
now.
could,
he-
but
Oh, man, I got
history
shit like
is telling me he's
45%
probably
for
gonna be
3, man. I
worse.
don't know how much
And-
Bears gonna get.
Well,
I mean, he's there to make every shot right now. So it's a little.
So,
it's a
yeah,
little
Jamal.
That guy
So
can't miss right now.
he started the year off slow this year. I think it was after the Miami game. He went 1 of 8 from 3 versus Miami, and that's 19 games ago. Or let me see how many games ago that was. That was 18 games. So since that point, Jamal Murray is averaging 26, 7.2, 4 rebounds, and he's shooting 51% from 3. He's shooting 52% from the field, and he's shooting 86% from the line. So he's a 66 true shooting right now.
Yeah, so like Penn. My thing is this, right? I understand that there might be some guys talent wise that you feel like are better and like are playing better, but my thing is, if he's having his best overall year, never been an all-star, never been all, I think, NBA, right? And this team is the second best team in the Western Conference. His claim to all NBA is going to be both of those things combined. And I think those collectively will give him a better case than all of those other guys. For instance, I think Denny Avdi has been phenomenal this season. He's probably right. He probably won't make it because his team isn't winning enough games. It happens all the time. Donovan Mitchell last year was first team All NBA, and he wasn't playing at that level, but because his team won all the games and he had a history of being their best player, he got that nod.
Jamal's playing better this year than Donovan Mitchell did last year. Not just for context. Yeah,
Yes.
I think that's where.
But a completely different context because, like, okay, so I think in a league that is so talented, I mean, y'all very quickly snubbed, in my opinion, Jalen Johnson. I think Jalen Johnson has a very solid case right now for All NBA third team, especially with how voters are gonna look at those numbers.
He has a solid case. I just spoke for myself. I just think Jamal Murray's been bad.
And here's the thing. I think in order to warrant, when the field is very competitive, I think in order to warrant 2 All NBA players from the same team, your team has to be like on pace to be like 65 wins.
Didn't Cat last year make All NBA?
Okay.
Yeah, they're on pace for 63.
J-Dub made it, and I would argue Jamal Murray this has been better than J-Dub was last year. But
didn't Cat make it last year, Mars?
Defense not count for anything?
Defense counts for what it counts for.
Yeah, they have the best offense of all time currently.
Jamal Murray's I can make the argument still outweighs J-Dub as a
Did Cat make it last year, Swiper?
Yeah, he did. Second team. He was second
Does
team.
Chet have any action at All NBA?
How close?
Yeah, Chet will make it. Yeah,
So
I think Chet will make it this year.
So there's another one. So I mean, you're already
I
going to
don't know
have.
if KD
like,
makes it this year though.
Okay,
I don't know about this year.
Yeah, I
Houston's
don't
going to
know,
make it.
bro.
Bless you,
If
Jordan.
he makes it, it'd be because of popularity.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, I feel
Bless
like
you. Yeah, bless you, Jordan. My bad.
if the Knicks or the Pistons, Jalen Duren, there's another one. I feel like Jalen Duren has some action because of how historically people view this position. Like if he ends up, you don't think he has any chance?
He doesn't have the reputation that
if
Jamal
Jalen
has.
Duren makes it, but Jamal Murray doesn't, and they
How much do y'all think
continue
narrative is going to play into it?
Well, if the Pistons end up being a 64-win team, I really
64. Okay,
that's about as many wins as
the
the
Pistons could be a 64-win team. Why were we snubbing that? I mean, I know they lost.
But the Nuggets
Nuggets
could be a 64-win team.
That's true. I don't know,
I just
man.
feel like
You know what, Swiper? If y'all win 60 games, you got it. Like if Jamal Murray keeps this up for 70 plus games and y'all win 65 games, I'll hear the argument. I'm just saying, based on historical trends and how much I think genetics have a lot to do with injury history and how I think play. Yes, genetics have a lot to do with injury history. I don't know why
I know where
why
you
you're
was going with
furrowing
that.
your brow. I don't know why
Yeah, I
everything
know
I
where you
say
was
has
going.
to be met with this like
Right, but I just
profound
didn't know where you was
sense of
going. That's
confusion
all.
from you. Yes.
I just had no
Yes.
idea
I
where
think
you
he
was
had.
going.
I think he had like lower body injuries from like tweaking some stuff.
Yes.
But I think he's been.
Yes, and that is luck,
fun.
and that is freak luck, and that's training, but that's also genetics. Unfortunately, some people are genetically prone to.
And
just
Jalen
getting
Duren
injured a
also
lot,
has those
okay?
problems.
Jalen Duren has
Like he's had problems with being hurt before. Like, listen, I think that injury would be a thing you could bring up, but this is his best start, both health wise and also playing wise. And again, I think Jamal's reputation over Duren, plus how he's actually playing, is one thing. Also, Denver's going to probably be a top 3 seed. Like that gives him an edge.
Man, we
and
might
I just
get,
think
like,
he's been better than Jalen Duren.
We might get like, unfortunately, like 4 or 5 teams that win 50. I don't know if we actually do 57.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
The Lakers are on track for it right now. The Spurs are on track. The Nuggets are on track, and OKC is on track. There's 4 teams that are currently like just blowing.
It's like
people out of the
2016
water
all
right
over
now.
again.
Yeah.
2016 had what, 3?
Yeah.
So
I think 3.
the Spurs had 67, and who was after them?
OKC.
OKC. How many did OKC win? Or were they just
57, I think.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, but shout out to him, man. They went on a 32-7 run yesterday. I
Crazy
guess
run, man.
Maybe the transition, since this was shared or given to me to share yesterday, we had NBA history that was made. Nikola Jokic officially became the all-time leading assistman among centers in NBA history, and obviously, contextually, this is a. Let me share it right here. This is a huge deal. He passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now has 5,667 assists. He had 13 assists yesterday. He did it in 10 fewer years than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is.
Dang.
I don't know if this is, how big of a deal this is for amongst like a lot of folk. And obviously, people thought he was going to do it, but yeah, all time.
I mean, we've been knew he was the best passing center.
Hey, that was obvious.
Okay, I can't say we. Some people still think
don't say we.
But like, I've been knew he was the best passing center.
I believed it.
Since I've been around. You could see it. So
There's
yeah,
still
shout to him.
people
He's
today
now
saying
got
that
like
he's
the
not
record,
good.
I guess, to substantiate the fact. But
It's literally his play style.
We all knew what that was. We all knew what it was.
Yeah, I did say Mars on the show yesterday that I think he's going to end up doing to the assist record for centers what Steph's done to the 3-point line. Now, how far he gets up the all-time assist list is going to be contingent on how long he plays. But yeah, I mean, he could legitimately add another 4,000 assists to this. He could get to 10,000 assists in his career because he's going to have 11 this year, 10.5 this year. So he'll have back-to-back years of 10 plus, and then there's probably nothing going to change. He gets 10 more next year, and if he just keeps passing at a crazy level for the next 6-7 years, I mean, he's probably going to have. How many
assists did he average as a rookie?
Well, he didn't play a lot that year, so he was at
2,
probably 4 or something like that, maybe if that.
I don't know. I don't know how many times I keep saying 2. I don't know.
Okay. So then what you're telling me is
he was at 2. He was at 2, 4.9, 6.1, 7.3, 7, 8.
He got keep
right.
muted, Morris.
No. Yeah. So what you're telling me is maybe Derek Queen has a chance.
Well, I think it's Derek Queen and Şengün. They're going to be
Şengün. I keep seeing like every time he he does something, it's like he's the youngest center, like including Jokic, to get like X amount of whatever stats. So that Jokic might in the future fall victim to the fact that these guys got given like the opportunity earlier on. Although I would say Şengün was getting sabotaged by Steven Silas. So maybe not Şengün, but like a center
that was happening to Şengün.
That ilk could definitely come in, maybe averaging 6 assists year one, and and they stay around for a while, even if they're never as good as Jokic, but they can.
Also, Jokic just stays healthy. Like,
yeah, I was about to say healthy is gonna be.
That's a big thing.
That's the biggest thing about this whole thing. Yeah, he's gonna play every game to get that.
Every time I hear about Jokic, he's been dealing with a wrist injury for 3 years. I gotta just keep playing.
He played through that.
But
I think it's just his play style. Like, if you don't jump and you don't really end up moving in that way, you're just not as exposed to the same injury risks as other players. So I think that's an underrated part of Jokic and his maybe, I don't know, greatness case is that he just stays healthy and he plays
rim
the way.
experience really matters.
It's going to be interesting. I guess segue into the rest of yesterday's games. The Nuggets, they played the Orlando Magic yesterday. They beat them 126 to 115. Jamal Murray had 32 points. Jokic had 23 points, 10 rebounds, 13 assists. Obviously, no Peyton Watson, Christian Brown, Aaron Gordon. The Magic did not have Franz Wagner, and they didn't have Jalen Suggs. But Jace Richardson, I thought, played well off the bench. Funny enough, Lamar's Anthony Black was good. He had 22 points yesterday as well.
That's why you brought MTL up here, huh?
Well, they lost.
No, that's crazy.
Both on there. That's it. That's why you brought MTL up here. And bum ass
cool,
team.
man.
His team.
They're
like
not
mine.
bad.
No, they will win.
Whoa,
they
whoa,
will,
whoa, whoa. We're not.
They were at 14 points.
They were winning, and then it went left.
Just like us.
Like the
Just
end
like
of the
us.
second quarter.
But listen,
Just
though,
like
Jordan,
us.
the difference is y'all had your whole team. We had 9 players. We had 9.
We factually
And
don't
we have
have
they have the whole team. No Tyrese,
Don't
no
have
Fred
the whole
VanVleet,
team.
no Fred VanVleet. Yeah.
No
Right.
Jordan
They was
Finney
missing their
Smith,
second and third best
no
player.
Tari
Right.
Eason.
Nah, you were missing your point guard. Houston were missing that point guard. You were missing a wing.
Right.
They were missing a wing.
And nasty Corley.
Hey, Mars too. I'm not kidding you, and I'm asking this openly. I don't know who else it would be, but I think Spencer Jones is the most impactful two-way player in the league this year. Like,
I think Spencer's been real solid, bro.
Pat
That's-
Spencer's on a 2-way, right?
Pat
I
Spencer,
got Pat Spencer been doing a lot.
Ryan Nembhard.
Cam Spencer. Don't forget about Cam Spencer too.
Oh,
When he
Cam been
was
hooping too,
Yeah,
though.
but he not on a 2-way.
Yeah.
Cam Spencer not on a 2-way.
That's a fact.
No, he got drafted.
Ryan
That's why Cam Spencer
Ryan
got
Nembhard's been
Yeah,
amazing.
Ryan.
Ryan Nembhard's a great name.
Janice Jenkins.
Yeah, Janice.
Janice Jenkins was literally carrying the Pistons for like a good moment. That's fair too.
Yeah, so there's been a few. But Spencer
I've never
Jones,
seen
from what
two-way
I've
players
seen,
get
he's
this much
been-
like meaningful
Yeah.
minutes in the NBA before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
the league is more talented than ever.
For what it's worth,
Also,
I remember a
two
couple
ways-
years ago,
it's
Anthony
new.
Lamb was getting literal minutes on the Warriors.
Mhm.
I remember.
Jalen
I want to
Johnson
speak
was
about that,
getting
Mars.
literal-
Please.
Jalen Johnson was getting
Please
really
don't.
good minutes on the Dallas Mavericks. So was Antonius Cleveland was getting really good minutes on the Dallas Mavericks. So,
They were two-way players at the time.
Kyle Collinsworth was getting minutes on the Dallas Mavericks. So,
Antonius Cleveland is a name I have not heard in a minute.
Boy,
that's
that
my
was
guy.
cool.
Hey, Antonius
Yeah.
Cleveland. You know he won Defensive Player of the Year.
I respect Musa Cisse. Yeah, fair.
in the Euro Cup. You know he
Fair
won
too.
Spencer Jones played good defense on Paulie
Okay.
yesterday too when he was
Hey,
guarding
AC
him.
my
Man.
guy. AC can play.
Highlight a triple double, right?
Yeah, he did. He ended up scoring well in the fourth quarter there too. And
He
then-
was historic too. Swiper, if we want to pull historic, second youngest. I mean,
youngest what?
not
Second
second
youngest
most.
what?
Second most.
Second lowest what?
Triple doubles. Second most triple doubles in Magic history.
Who was first?
Behind-
I have no clue who was first. They just brought that up. I said, "Oh,
It's not
didn't know that.
Penny.
Most triple double. Shaq got some with blocks, but there's no way.
It's not
In
Jameer.
Magic.
Not
Hayden?
I
Vucevic.
wanted to say Hedo, but I was like, there's no way Hedo was getting touches. Most triple doubles in Magic history. Let's see.
Penny? Probably not Penny though.
No, it has to be an obscure name.
Alfred Payton. Oh my god.
Alfred Payton got the most triple. No, there's no way. There's no
You know
way.
what's funny?
Lying.
You know what's crazy?
Alfred Payton. Wait.
Hey,
Alfred Payton has the most triple doubles, Mars?
Hedo is tied second with Paolo with 3. So
Yeah, I'm
hey,
about to say something like
close.
that.
Shout out to Alfred
Hey,
Payton.
yeah,
He's got
man.
8.
Alfred
Alfred Payton got
That
the
is
most triple doubles in
funny,
history.
Alfred was a little triple double threat for a minute.
Okay,
I remember, like,
for-
2015, like-
Yo,
It's really
shout out
funny
to
that you
New
bring up
Orleans,
Alfred
right there,
Payton
boy,
because I was
Alfred
just
Payton,
looking
man.
at.
Come on, don't do Alfred Payton like that.
Nah, I just forgot.
I was just
forgot
looking.
about
I was
him.
looking
ain't
up
gonna lie,
the
I forgot about him.
all-time leaders in NBA, ABA assists. Would you believe me? I was just looking at Alfred Payton's name on that list when you said that.
Yeah,
The one
Alfred
game he
Payton.
checked in
Alfred-
for. Yeah.
Like, Alfred Payton was like
A
Hey,
really good
Jordan.
point guard. Alfred Payton was a really good
Traditional
Jordan, why is he out of the
floor
league? He had a
general,
20
right.
assist game last year, didn't he?
last
did.
year.
yeah for the
the
Pelicans.
Pelicans.
He had a
can't remember like that
17 too. I think he had a
movie.
17 too. Alfred Payton can play.
Yeah, he
Alfred
just
Payton-
Why
he
he
just
would've
fit
put
like-
his
he
there.
just- no, he just
First,
doesn't fit
second
like
year.
the current mode because he's not like a real scoring threat and shooting threat. So like he doesn't.
Hey,
Fit
but
like
guess
him.
who? Guess who
Jordan,
wasn't?
you are not able to insult Amen Thompson in the same on the same show as praising Alfred Payton. You can't do that. I don't
Alfred
think you
Payton
can.
better than Amen Thompson, bro.
I knew
Hey.
you were so ready to say that.
But hey, Landry Shaman had to get a
Alfred
second
Payton
opportunity too, Mars, and he turned out good.
Like I would if Alfred Payton he fell victim to the fact that point guards got given extra scoring responsibility in the modern
Yep.
game. If Alfred Payton played like in Rondo's era,
He used to
he'd
be
a good
playing
player.
right now.
Like, I'm not saying he's as good as Rondo.
A man
like,
ain't
that's
never
what
getting
I
no
mean.
20 assist game. We can say that. He
I
ain't
know
never
what you
getting
mean,
that.
Mars.
Yeah,
And
but Alfred Payton, like he a legitimately good passer.
Yeah,
Like
he was
he's
an actual point
he's a
guard.
point guard, like the tradition. Like that's what he is. He's
Yeah.
a-
Traditional point guard. He just shit.
Maybe the
after he
Rockets
cut
decided
that
on
There's
shit,
the
just,
two-way.
there's not that much room. There's just not that much room in the NBA.
Hey,
team,
Alfred
man,
Payton could play for the Houston Rockets, couldn't he, Jordan?
If a man
He's not
can,
gonna
why
turn the
not?
ball over and he's gonna get people the ball in their
I
spot.
knew he was gonna turn into
Yeah,
a
if a
man
man
slander
can, why
again.
not? Shit.
Bro, you gotta let that hate go,
No
Jordan. That's crazy,
turnovers, my
bro.
boy Alfred Payton to get 17 dimes
I mean,
out there.
Alfred
He couldn't
Payton
do that last
played
year?
24 games last year and shot 33% from the field.
That's crazy.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
And
a
shot
little tough.
no threes. He shot less threes than the men and shot 17%.
He shot.
like
Those
come
are,
on,
those are
man,
like Lonzo numbers, man.
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
the
he didn't make
shooting is
8-3
bad.
Mars?
He shot 0.3 threes a game on 17% from three.
but to be fair, he didn't get a training camp
is
though.
nuts.
He didn't get
Jesus.
training camp.
Nah, they just picked his
in
ass
24
up off the street.
games, he went 1 for 6 from three. The guy barely shot a three. Like that's
Yeah,
the problem.
yeah. They
Yeah.
just picked his ass up off the street.
See,
And
that's
he
different.
still got a
He
20
knows not to
assist
shoot
game.
it.
Alfred
Still got a
Payton
20
ain't never been a shooter. We don't need to pretend.
He
Like,
did.
there
He
was
did
times-
literally come off the
Alfred
block and
Payton
give
was
you
like
20
he
assists.
couldn't even make free throws
crazy.
once upon a time. Like it was.
Hey,
Yeah, he's
speaking
still
of over glorified passers, LaMelo Ball.
He was hooping last night. We know about the
What a
Clippers.
slander!
played
What a
well.
slanderous
Yeah, he
transition
was.
for someone that
Him,
hooped.
Con, and Brandon Miller. They
Mars,
actually saw
let
the
me tell
flashes
you,
of what Charlotte could
He
be.
was so good.
Yeah.
I led Locked On NBA last night talking about the three kings in Charlotte. They all balled yesterday. LaMelo
They
Ball
all hooped.
had 28 points on 10 of 16 from the field. He was
13
great.
assists.
Brandon Miller had 26 points. He had LaMelo Ball 13 assists as well.
Blocks and
Brandon Miller
steals too.
had 26 points
7
yesterday.
assists.
He was balling. And then you also had Ryan Kalkbrenner. Now, he didn't score a lot, but he had 8 points.
It's my guy Ryan, man. Let's go.
Con Knuckle,
I like when Mars said
28
his last
points.
name. Say it, Mars.
Con Knuckle, 28 points. And then he also was 6 of 11 from 6 of 12.
Wait a minute, Mars
from
can't
three
say his last
yesterday.
name?
Now I like what he said. He said it correctly. Say it. Ryan, what?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know. Shout out to the Hornets, man. They could have missed in the
Is
first
it not
half.
Cockburner?
That's all I know. The Hornets could not miss in the first half.
Oh, Jalen Johnson, by the way, had a 43-9 yesterday. Just, make sure.
Yeah. He's
Jalen
ridiculous.
Johnson. I would probably say that's the best game Jalen Johnson's had this season.
No, I think he had another one that was
Yeah,
crazy.
he had the 18 assist game, Mars.
Yeah.
I might be bugging, and I think that's the best game I've seen Jalen Johnson play this season. I'll say that. Trey Young came back. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Trey Young came back.
Yep.
People
How
were
did
blaming
he
Trae.
look?
Oh, look,
How
Trae
did he
Young
look? I didn't
comes
watch
back
that
down
game.
20. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The Hornets couldn't miss from three. Like, it was, I guess. I don't think Trae Young was bad. I don't think Trae Young. He did what Trae Young does. He missed some threes. He got his teammates involved. Blah blah blah. Jalen Johnson was amazing. Nick Hill was good again. So your guy Swipe came off the bench.
I
28
don't know
points.
why. I have no idea why. He
He
had
makes
28
space for
points
Trae
off
Young.
the bench.
Mars.
I'm at the point.
Young
I mean
can't
this
shoot?
with all due respect. I know
We're
it's
saying
year
trade
two.
Trae Young, Mars?
No, I'm not.
No, he's going to put Zach Reese on the bench.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I haven't seen enough. I don't know what to tell you. I haven't seen enough.
We're gonna talk about
He's
Zach
not-
because he's been the most least talked about number one pick in a minute, man. Like,
because he's not bad enough to be like, oh my god, all time
Yeah.
bust. He also wasn't in a draft where everyone kind of was
He's
like, this number one pick.
uneventful.
And he's just
very,
like,
yes,
he's
very
just
uneventful.
Like I actually don't think he's a good player right now. But like there's potential for him to be a good role player.
I don't
at
think
the
he's
end of the
been good
day,
either.
When the number one pick was drafted, everyone was kind of like, he could be a good role player. Like, so the expectations were already dampened.
Low.
Like no one expected anything from him.
They
So
didn't
now
even
the fact
pick
that
him
he's
to go
actually
one.
just
I feel like Alex Sarr is better than him.
like no one really
Clearly, yeah.
cares. But no one really talks about Alex Sarr either. But at least he's rotting away in Washington. So
He's
you have
nice,
to
though.
accept it, he's on a bad team.
Yeah, I
Like-
saw it nice though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he-
agree. I think
I've
Alex
seen
Sarr
games
is
where Alex Sarr was like, all right, I see
Mars,
this.
do-
Mars, can
see
we
the
But I
finally
don't.
admit-
Reese Shea is just.
So who should have been the number one pick in that draft?
Well,
Steph
in
Castle,
hindsight,
right?
a year later,
Sarr.
I mean, shit.
Steph Castle, right?
Yeah, in hindsight, it's probably Steph Castle a year later.
Yeah, Castle
But
probably.
at the time,
Alex Sarr nice, though.
I
Alex
said
Sarr
Ron
nice.
Hollins, but I don't think that's going to
Yes.
well.
Alex
Ron-
Sarr
Ron
is
been
nice,
hooping
though.
too.
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
like Sarr's potential a
defensively, but
lot, man.
offensively, he's a long way away.
Long
Yeah.
way, but
Alex
he got
Sarr was
flashy.
Domo's
He
guy.
got
Alex
flashy.
Sarr was Domo's guy.
But I will say this though, Mars. Can we finally just remember when me and you got into a debate and I was telling you Trae Young can't fucking shoot? His ass can't shoot, bro. He keeps shooting them deep ass parking lot threes, and he
Parking
don't
lot.
make them. Like, when is he
Yeah,
gonna
was
make
0 for 5.
them?
He was 0 for 5. He was 0 for 5 last night.
Bro,
He
last
should-
Oh,
he-
Trae Young
year-
shooting 16% from 3 this season. So do that information with you.
bro, last
Trae
year he
Young-
shot like 30.
Trey Young shooting worse than Amen Thompson from 3.
He be having
Bro, I
really
think
bad
last
starts to the
year he
season
shot
now,
30%
man.
from threes. Well,
Yeah,
he
he
shot
only has
34 last year.
he only has like a couple years where he's like north of like 37-38%. But
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying,
I don't
like-
know. Like I'm. You're not gonna convince me Trae Young can't shoot. Like, I'm sorry.
Shit, he ain't making the motherfucker.
Can
I know
Luka
you're
shoot?
right. You're right.
Can
You're right.
Luka
The
shoot?
shot quality, the shot quality,
The shot
the
quality, is
depth
why
of
he
shot,
can't
like
shoot, though.
all of that stuff is bad. And I think that tanks
His shot
the
quality is
percentage.
horrible.
But, like teams
So-
guard Trae Young like he's a shooter because he can shoot. Teams know he can shoot. On the scouting report,
Yeah.
I know they say he can shoot. So like, Trae Young can shoot, but the percentages are not going to bear it out as good of a shooter as he is.
Mars,
and that's a problem because he takes bad shots. So.
I think it's the shot quality.
An important philosophical basketball question for you. Which of these two games do you prefer from Luka Doncic? And I'm talking about Luka Doncic as a segue to just talk about high volume scorers in general. 36 points on 45% shooting or 31 points on 50% shooting.
That's the only context I have.
I need more context. I need more context than that.
Well, I mean, you have basically the attempts there, and I mean, okay, both games he gets to the line 10 times and he makes nine free throws. Like if that was the additional context.
Is he getting to the rim more in the game where he had 31?
And I'm asking for too much context. Face value, I'd probably rather the 31 on 50%. Face value, no other context. That's probably
so. That is exactly it. I think that there are certain players in this league that I have learned. This is like I felt the same way that you did. I valued efficiency a lot more. I'm starting to value volume in light of some of the stuff that I've watched this year. Specifically, look at last night with Cade Cunningham. Not very efficient, high volume, right? Luka is actually shooting, like, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a little less effectively in wins and losses, but he scores more. He just handles more possessions. So the concept of turnover suppression, aggression, scoring aggression, bending defenses, getting, some of those threes off early for Luka, right? Like, how much does that change, shape shift the defense, and how much does that free up your opponent, your teammates to run to the rim when you're being guarded out there? Like Luka, he could shoot 32%. Trae Young could shoot 31%, 18%. He's still going to be guarded. And as long as you are being guarded, this is like the opposite of the Amen Thompson debate. It's like, as long as you are being guarded and you're taking shots, you're opening up something for somebody. So I don't know. It's just kind of like a thought that I had about like
everything.
It's not really everything. It's not really everything.
Hey, Allen Iverson propaganda gonna be the stock gonna be
rising. Shit.
Iverson is the perfect example of this. I feel like I go back and I watch Allen Iverson games and I'm like, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. That's a bad shot. That's a good shot. Like, I'm watching a lot of Allen Iverson lately and I'm just like, shit, I totally get his point. Like he was saying, he's like, these are not shots. These are passes at the rim. Go get your offensive rebounds. That's his message to his teammates. I totally get it though. Because as long as you are bending defenses, it matters.
If Allen Iverson was on this orchestra, it might win the chip.
If you can rebound, like if you can get your offensive rebound, that's cool. Like I've definitely had coaches that will say, like, if you're in a tough situations, get it up on the rim. We'll go get it anyway, right? Like, cool. But what I'm talking about, Penn, is like that the efficiency not being everything. It's nice to hear that from you, Penn, because my thing has always been like, you gotta do what you gotta do to win the basketball.
Hey, Ox, you might gotta turn your mic up.
You got to do what you got to do to win the basketball game, right? And it's just like, and it's just like, where would we go? Oh, so you got to do what you got to do, right? It doesn't. The talking about basketball is ruining basketball. You know what I mean? Because we got to dig into it and talk about, it felt like this, it looked like this, and that. Well, I don't care about that. Like,
I suggest we protest. I suggest we protest.
No,
next week is Christmas.
Just stay silent for the next hour to make a point.
No. I'm saying though, it's like this shit. This shit kills me because instead it's what we talk about off the court has nothing to do with on the court. You know what I'm saying? Or what's on, I'm sorry, backwards. What's on the court has nothing to do with what's being talked about off the court. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is about winning the basketball game. Now, if we have to break down and rank everything and talk about, well, he's better than him because of this efficiency and that wasn't a good game because of that efficiency and this and that, it's like, well, no, we're just trying to win the game. You know what I mean? I don't really care about how you feel about the efficiency or shooting too much or stop shooting because you didn't make enough shots in the first half or not taking open shots because it might be a bad shot. You know, that's all I'm saying.
I agree. Every game also calls for different things. So it's like efficiency in a vacuum. I'm guilty of this for what it's worth. I tried to stay away from it in the playoffs because small samples, but like in large samples, I do think things like equalize sort of. But like games, every game doesn't call for the same thing. Like some games it might be, oh, well, yeah, you didn't need much from you. Yeah, you go 8 for 12, you have 19, like cool, you did your thing. Then the next game we do need you to ramp up the scoring aggression. We'll tank some of the efficiency because the game was maybe a grind it out game. We played late in the fourth, and you might now the 49 shots from Cade, yeah, that's excessive, but like truth is, like, each game is a different thing. I think one thing, and I'm not saying analytics are the problem, but like one thing I think analytics fail to capture is like they tend to, in my opinion, overstate the value of like game to game consistency, where like sometimes game to game consistency is great in the regular season because you need to stack wins, but in the playoffs it's not so much about game to game consistency in so much as it's about the highs and the lows. And like if you have 4 really good games in a 7-game series and that wins you the series, having 2 bad games isn't as detrimental because like all you have to do is win 4. So if you just have 4 amazing games, you've done your job. Whereas like in a regular season setting, you can't be 1 good game, 1 bad game as much because now you might not even make the playoffs with that. But in a playoff series where it's first to 4 wins, all you have to do is play amazingly in 4 games. So it's like you can live with the lows.
If you win
as long
4
as the
out of every
highs
7 games, you'll make the playoffs. See my point?
Yeah, but that's different opponents and whatnot. So I'm saying like shooting variance in like smaller samples can be the difference between winning and losing a series. Like one guy, you get hot at the right time in the playoffs and you win a playoff series. Like, yeah, you're not that good of a shooter. Like let's say a bad shooter, like not a Men Thompson, but like a mid shooter gets hot at the right time in the playoff series and they shoot 48% from 3. Jalen Green, perfect example. Jalen Green. Okay. Let's say Jalen Green, right? The game 2 he had against the Warriors in which they won, he had 38. Let's say Jalen Green in the game 7 had another game like that. Mm-hmm. The other 5 games in which he was terrible,
don't matter to people.
Don't even matter.
He now won you 2 games in a series and you moved on to the second round.
But
so it's like, Jalen Green's not that good of a shooter. So when we're evaluating him as a player in a vacuum, Jalen Green's not a 49% 3-point shooter. But in that playoff series that you guys won, he did enough to get you over the line. Now, is he that good? No, but he was that good at the time he needed to be that good, and that helped. So but it's like,
but the analytics, the one place where they, I believe, fail most often is they don't actually capture the court when the shot was taken, right? So if I draw 2 or 3 defenders to me, and I have to take a tough end of clock shot, I am clearing up mega space for offensive rebounding position. I am totally like changing the transition flow and, you know, like how the offense and defense matches up in semi transition. So I'm looking at that and I'm just like, look, the reputation of a Klay Thompson, even in a down year, still draws defense, right?
I mean, it should,
but a bad shooter going on a heater in the playoffs does not draw defense. He's open and he's going to be open and they're going to continue to be open. This is the PJ Washington thing, right?
But PJ Washington won him a series is my point.
I understand that, but that is a gamble. And I'm not gambling a series on makes and misses. So, I mean, you know, congratulations, right? But if you're betting your mortgage on 5 heads in a row on a coin toss, like you're stupid. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. You're just dumb, right? So that's the point. Like Mark Dagnall made a calculated gamble that PJ Washington not going to beat us, and PJ Washington beat you. But you play that series out 20 times, he's beating you maybe 3 times. You just happen to roll.
But you don't play that series 20 times. Like that's
yes, I understand that. I understand that.
So I agree with you. Like the bet, they make sense. Like, and that's the thing. And this is Ox makes this point all the time. Basketball isn't always logical. Like, yeah, you're right. Sure, exactly. You play that series 20 times. PJ Washington, like that's a 1 in 20 series, sure. But that's the one you got. So like, yes. Yeah. I'm not saying change your approach, but what I am saying is in basketball where anything can happen and things can ebbs and flows, players get hot, whatever. PJ Washington isn't now a magically better player because he had that series against OKC. But not everything has to be about where does PJ Washington rank. All it has to be is PJ Washington won them a series. And it doesn't mean PJ Washington is now a top 5 small forward or whatever. Like, and that's the thing that to Ox's point, like, and I do think what we do, and I think the fact that we go every day kind of contributes to this. We have to overreact to every single thing that happens because we talk for 3 hours and actually more than 3 hours every day. But the reality is like shit happens. Like that's really it.
And these guys get to find the players.
Hold on. And
then this guy's gonna have a bad game.
We have to move on.
Super chats. Oh, this guy's actually a fraud because he had a bad game tonight.
I got you.
So like, yeah. Sorry.
Hey, Delsky, what's up, Delsky? How you doing, bro?
What's up? How y'all doing, man? What's up, Ox? My guy.
What's going on?
One thing, Swiper. One thing, and I was just gonna say this to Mars' point and Ox's point. I said this a while back about a lot of times with these discourse in basketball, we talk so much about what a player is doing and stats that we take the main thing out of it, winning. Like at the end of the day, the game is about winning. I don't give a fuck if Jalen Green was to shoot horrible, like Mars said in the early season, in game 7, he come back and get a 40-point game. Why would I bring up game 1 about any of that, or game 2, or whatever game he shot horrible? It's all about winning. That's why I be having the conversation that I be having with y'all, and I'll be like, we forgetting one thing: wins. Oh, this player averaged 30, he didn't win. Oh, this player shot 7'60", but he won. Like, fuck win.
I feel what you're saying, Jordan.
Yeah,
like
gifted. Hold on, brother. I know we got to get that conversation. I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay.
Delsky, obviously there were a lot of really good games that happened. Intel, a lot of really good games that happened yesterday. Jalen Brunson made another game winner yesterday. Was there anything that stuck out to you last night, Delsky or Intel, in the NBA that you really want to talk about that you was kind of on your brain as you were rummaging through all the great stuff from last night?
You want to go first though? Or you want me to go first?
You got it.
Okay. Yep. All right. Hot take. I think I could see us making out these. I think that's where I'm at today.
Orlando.
Off of a loss. Yes, Orlando.
We is Orlando.
Orlando?
Oh,
GG. Okay.
And the reason I'm gonna say that is because if we're healthy, I do think we're the best team in the East, personally. The reason I say that, if you look at this matchup wise versus the Knicks and the Pistons, I'm using those because obviously 1 seed, 2 seed, you got to be able to beat one of them to be able to make the finals at least. I think we match up well with both teams, respectfully. Size wise, I think both of them have us as size, like rebounding. They have bigger bodies than us, but I think where we counteract that is we have a lot of guard play, we have a lot of wings. I think we have a lot of size, speed, athleticism to be able to match up with all of these teams. I think a lot of the playmaking on our team is kind of underrated. I know the biggest flaw, it really comes down to Paolo. If Paolo turns more into Paolo from last year, I would say obviously before the first injury. If we can get, I really don't even think we need that level of him, but I think some version of that combined with the version of Franz that I was seeing before injury this year and the version of Bane that we got after Paolo got injured, we can get some combination of that three. I do think we do have the best team in the East.
But there's only one ball, MTEL, and it feels like your players just don't seem to all click together at the same time. So it's like, it's one thing to say, I wish we can get this version of Paolo and this version of Franz and this version of Desmond Bane and this version of Anthony Black. And yeah, they all average 20. Y'all blowing everyone out, but like they don't do that. And I actually have a hot take myself about the Orlando Magic. I think Jones Suggs your best player.
Get the fuck out of here. There's no way.
Hey, listen.
Listen.
I'm not saying.
Now, you think that for real?
He's not the best. He's not the best. But I know what you mean. I know
he's the most important. Let me put it that way. He's the most
shouldn't be no butt on that.
Okay. I can get behind that.
He's the most important.
Cool. I was about to say, there's no way. It's no pin just fucking with you at this point. But there's no way. But
wait, who is their best player?
I probably could agree with that.
I think it's Franz.
I think it's Franz.
Okay, cool.
I think it's been Franz for years, but
because y'all try to tell me the whole season, Paolo's LeBron without no. I just no.
He is actually missing the one thing that makes LeBron a superstar, which is it's like this 8 inches between the ears.
Whoa,
you missing 8.
Oh, I'm glad you clarified.
You don't gotta
boy, god damn.
I understand.
That shit would segue into a Freaky Friday episode, P. God damn.
I thought Paolo played well yesterday, personally.
Yeah, I'm about to say, honestly, Paolo hasn't been I know it's about to sound crazy. He hasn't been a bad player this year. I don't really know how to explain it, but he hasn't been a bad player. He's just been very passive. I think that's been his biggest weakness of the year. But honestly, him taking that step back, I feel like it's made others on the team be able to see more. I low-key kind of like the role that he's been playing this year. I just wish at times he'd be a little bit more aggressive. Everybody always talks about him attacking the rim. We know if his free throw attempts counted, he literally draws some of the most free throws in the league. Right. People always tell me he doesn't go to the rim, but he literally draws some of the most free throws in the league. As a team, I believe we're number 1 at drawing fouls in the league this whole year, like free throw attempts. I want to say we're number 1. Honestly, as a team, we became a lot better as a free throw shooting team. Paolo is shooting close to 80%. You have Wendell shooting close to 80%. These are people that normally are terrible. Obviously, Fran kind of taking a step back, but he still made it back to about 85%. You got Suggs over 90. You got Bane over 90. Honestly, free throw shooting, being able to attack the rim, I think the amount of floor spacing has gotten a lot
little
better.
stat for you, Intel. This year,
Mhm.
Paulo Banchero, he's graded as the 76th percentile rim defender. Teams are shooting 8% worse when he's at the rim this season.
He's been a way better rim protector this year. Since he came back from the injury, it's kind of been so-so. But to start off the year, he was protecting the rim very well.
Can Franz and Paolo not both shoot well from three simultaneously? Just out of curiosity, is that not possible?
I was going to ask that next.
Okay.
No.
It's I don't know why.
It's always one of the other.
Paolo shooting 25% this year. It's like goddamn. But I think Paolo is good. I think a lot of like I've been on like Team Franz. I guess if you want to make it a Paolo versus Franz thing, I've been Team Franz for a while. But I think like the reason people are, I guess, disappointed is because they expected more from Paolo. But like the reality is he's still a good player. Like really good passer, good feel for kickouts. He draws a lot of attention. Like you said, he gets to the line with like the best of them because physically he's overwhelming. So like all of those things are good qualities to have. Defensively, he's not like terrible. This year, I think he's been improved, like you said. Like he's got redeeming quality. I just don't think he's a superstar, but I don't think that's a problem. As long as you build the roster the right way. And if Desmond Bane can be more consistent, like yesterday he wasn't good, but like for the most part, he's been consistent since like that
December. He's been really good.
Yeah, Franz can be what Franz is, which is still a good player who's also not a superstar in my opinion. Anthony Black having the best year of his young career. Jalen Suggs, to Penn's point, super important, one of the best guard defenders.
Wendell Carter Jr. is shooting 43% from three, by the way, this year.
Yeah, Wendell making threes this year. Crushing the offensive glass has been huge. I would like to see like the Magic in general be a better rebounding team, like offensive rebounding team. I feel like they have the size to do it.
They're a good team.
But yeah, like they are a good team. Defensively, they've started picking it up. Offensively, they're a lot better than they've been in the past. Do I see them in the finals? No, but I can see the avenue in which they can get in the finals. They're also playing faster this year, which I think is good.
And by the way, just adjusted on dunks and threes, they're currently 11th best offense and the second best defense in the NBA. So they're
Mars,
they're moving up.
What does it mean adjusted? Like, what do you mean?
Just adjusted for
I
schedule.
would take New York.
I would take New York.
I would probably take
just adjust for schedule because that's all it is. Based on who you play.
Are they third best team in the East?
Out of this because I'm not trying to.
Yeah, how many teams would you take over them? Like I trust Jalen Suggs in big moments. I trust Franz in big moments, and I trust Paolo in the playoffs.
Well, Jason Tatum's coming back, so give me Boston.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah,
I didn't see the report.
He's gonna play.
Nothing's been.
He said he's coming back.
It's not confirmed until he plays.
Yeah, he said he's coming back, but we can't.
Yeah, I need the team to be like he's coming back, then I'll believe it.
And also, like, we don't know. He's still so many months away. Obstacles can happen. So obviously, it's not a guarantee. I was kind of just saying that in jest, but
okay, word.
They're in that tier two. Like Detroit and New York, I think are the two best teams in the East, with New York being the best. But like the next group, I would have Orlando in that group. Boston with a Jason Tatum, I would have in that group.
Does Orlando beat the Cavs if they master the playoffs again?
Right now, yeah.
This Cavs team is unserious.
This Cavs this year.
I'm not.
I don't like this Cavs team right now.
They're unserious. The Cavs are unserious.
Yeah.
I've had them as a favorite in every series they play in, except for three of them, maybe.
Okay.
Which is a lot. Like the second round. So I mean that's really good. But yeah, man, shout out to them. Shout out to the Magic. Shout out to you, Intel. Yalmar, I know you had something that you wanted to talk about in particular, especially in the shooting conversation.
In the what shooting?
The conversation we were just having.
The conversation that just preceded this one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The winning conversation, Oxford.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I agree with the overarching point. I just think it becomes a very slippery slope where people end up not really sticking to it when it doesn't fit them. I feel like even Ox would probably have players where, yeah, they've won a lot of games and they are seen as a lot of really good players, but he calls them a bum. But I'm like, they won the game, so aren't you doing the crime?
Please,
I didn't say Draymond's name.
Well, no, Draymond.
Was you thinking about Draymond Green?
I said that Joel Embiid's a bum. So obviously,
also said Draymond.
I'm just talking.
Oh, so you was thinking about Draymond Green? See?
Well, Draymond is a bum, but I'm talking about like when I said it about Joel.
Yesterday he was trash. Yesterday
he was bad.
When I said it about
Curry
like Joel Embiid, I'm just kind of talking shit about their play style. On top of that, when I was saying it about Luka, it wasn't about his efficiency. It was about his grenade launching and lack of defense. defensive effort, and being a grenade launcher. It wasn't about efficiency.
I want you doing the thing right now that you accuse people of.
What
like
is
you're like, okay, did Luka win the game or not? Is that not like you're saying?
I'm talking.
That was Jordan who said that. To be fair,
I don't know what you mean by that, but because you brought up me calling the player a bum, and I'm telling you why I called him a bum. I called him a bum because he doesn't play defense, and he's a grenade and he's a grenade launcher.
Okay, fair.
I called Joel Embiid a bum because he wanted to stand around shooting threes instead of getting on the block and abusing players and then flopping when he's guarded by Marcus Smart. I called him a bum for that.
Didn't shoot that many threes though.
I think that's fair. It's just because you said the whole we overanalyze things and then at the end it's about did they win the game or not.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is. It's. I mean, that's important to me. Like my thing is, I've especially like so in the playoffs last year, there was a bunch of games where a player might not have been very efficient. He might have shot terrible efficiency and accuracy, but he filled up the box score because he did what he had to do for his team to win the basketball game. And
isn't Draymond that exact thing? And you call him a bum? Yeah, of course it is. But you call him a bum like yesterday in the chat. You said all of the times that he's a bum, but like. Yeah, he's doing the exact thing you're asking for. Like, what do you want?
Drago, I don't think you're going to find a bigger Draymond Green supporter up here than me. And I will 100% acknowledge that. I don't think Draymond is necessarily in the conversations that you sometimes want to put him in.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
not up here?
It's not that. It's more like it seems like if Bucks is saying this. It seems like if
wait. We will settle this right now. Gifted, where are Steph and Draymond in your all-time duos ranking that we did yesterday?
Steph and Draymond. Where's Draymond in your all-time ranking, Gifted?
No. He's talking about the duos. He's talking about the duo conversation. Swipe it.
I actually did want to talk about that.
But he said, "Well, go ahead, Gifted. Go ahead, Gifted."
I think as a duo, Steph and Draymond are largely underrepresented. If I had the ballpark where they would be top 15,
would it be above Steph and Clay?
But
yeah, very easily.
Okay.
Very easily would be that. I've always said like I think Klay Thompson has been historically overrated.
I had them 6th. So I'm just saying, like, I'm very, very high on Draymond. I'm not saying I'm a bigger Draymond fan than Gifted. I'm just saying I'm insanely high on him long term.
Where do you think?
You have to attach him to Steph Curry.
You had them number 1 because you're going to talk about how they fit and the Draymond unlocking lineups.
5th?
Close enough. I just want to point out,
like, beat me by 1. Shit.
I think the problem with this conversation, though, is like winning is the most important thing. I can agree with that, but winning is also based on process. So, like, even if a player isn't efficient, if the process was good, at the end of the day, basketball is a make or miss game. But if your process was good to put yourself in position to win, you value that over wins or loss. At least for me, that's how I feel about it.
Who determines good process, or is that just a subjective thing?
It is subjective.
I think you can say that's probably subjective,
doesn't it? Doesn't the defense?
I think defense is a good way to gauge it.
Like, how is the defense reacting to you? If you're a weak, if you're a weak ball handler, right? I'm gonna probably press up on you a little bit more and try to, force you into turnovers. But the analytics are gonna say you're doubled more, right?
The defense isn't reacting to Draymond.
Well, that's exactly
it's not right now,
and that is the point that I was going to make to Drago. Very especially often, defenses are
especially right now. Yeah, for sure.
Especially anytime.
Sometimes being a great passer and not a great scorer is a bit of a detriment to the passing and the scoring. Like, you kind of have to do both. Like, you have to be the Jokic or the Luka or the Harden, because when you're a great passer, even your open shots, I'm very reluctant to send doubles.
There's a difference between being a great passer and a willing passer. My thing is this.
Is Draymond a great passer or a willing passer?
No, he's a willing passer, and I respect it.
Okay.
My thing is this, Pin.
He put himself a great passer yesterday.
I have tons, and that's fine. He should. I have tons of respect for Draymond Green's basketball game. Like, I've always said this. I respect Draymond Green's game. Like, the things he does are so important to be able to win basketball games. He's an important player. He's a willing passer. He does the dirty work. He's willing to do the things that a lot of people don't do. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing but respect for that. Nothing but respect for that.
Good. It's more the off like the antics is more your issue.
No. He's just not that good.
Okay, fair enough. I did because sometimes we criticize you in the chat, and I think you actually made a pretty good duos yesterday. And and also Real Talk often says that if we criticize, we should bring our own list so you can criticize us. I think the two criticism I have is that there was obviously the wrong duo in Steph and Clay, but I think LeBron and AD being left out was wrong. I also think that Kareem and Magic was too high because I don't think they really.
And Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars should have been on the list, right?
No, they should have been like 100th.
Oh, wow. 100. Wow. Okay.
I'm joking. I'm just. So, but I wanted to give my list if that's okay.
How do Bron and AD end up in the top 10 conversation?
I'm saying it right now. So
1
I
year.
did just 1 year, just because I think that could be fun to talk about. I got Shaq and Kobe 1 in 01. Then I got MJ and Pippen 2. Then at 3, I did have 2020 LeBron and Anthony Davis, the two best players on the planet in that year. Then I have Steph and KD at 4. At 6,
be for real.
Two best players on the planet
in 2020.
Fuck you, Giannis. Yeah, I guess.
In the bubble, in the playoffs.
Okay, well, you said best plays in the world.
Technically for the playoffs.
Best plays in the
Okay,
playoffs.
like-
Okay, best plays in the
They
playoffs.
didn't
Bron and
go to the
AD
playoff,
number
and I
3?
do think there was a very good
It's
argument.
crazy. Bron and AD at 3 is crazy.
I'm saying.
I don't. I mean, based on the
If
premise
he's
of
going
1 year.
1 year,
It is
I
based
don't
off
think
like
I
the
still
youth.
don't-
I don't
You
know.
gotta acknowledge
Yeah.
what the premise is. The premise is singular season. If he thinks that they were the two best players in the playoffs and they were on the same team,
It makes sense.
LeBron
LeBron
and AD better than LeBron and Wade.
Absolutely.
Well,
LeBron and Kyrie was a better duo.
Yeah, I
No,
think
agree.
LeBron and yeah.
Because if you're gonna do that, you gotta have Bron and Kyrie. You gotta have.
he might have
KD
Bron and
Steph.
Kyrie. You never let him
But
finish.
no. Hold on, Mars. Let me holler at him, Mars. He don't need no help.
My bad.
Bron and Kyrie better than Bron and AD?
If you're doing 1 year, it's not possible to have them number 3 over Bron and Kyrie. Bron
Yes,
was
it
way
is.
better when he was playing.
Bron
with
and
Kyrie
Wade.
than-
Anthony Davis was way better than Kyrie,
Okay.
Yeah,
Anthony
and that's
Davis is
I'm
way-
But we talking about as a duo.
whoa,
bro.
But then- but hold on,
2020
hold on.
Anthony Davis in the playoffs was way better than Kyrie. Can we be serious?
Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, first of all, is
that's
where
what
is where
100%. That's a yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get to. But Bron and
That's what
AD,
I was
think
waiting
Bron
to.
and Kyrie
I don't know
was-
how that wasn't high. Yeah, hey.
Well, he had him at
I-
4. But, you know.
So 4.
I mean, but
6 Burton McHale, 7 Kareem and Oscar, who I maybe would say because
71,
Kareem
okay.
better in 71 than he was with Magic. LeBron and Wade was 12. Kareem and Magic in 80 was 9. I could maybe be swayed to say LeBron and Kyrie here if you're good. And then Manu and Tim Duncan was my 10th in 05.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 5 man,
Yeah,
you know.
I didn't know
Mars
that.
like the last one.
So you did yours based on one singular year, right? That's what you said?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I
Okay,
can see
okay
how
then.
that could change things.
Oh,
up, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I would still have Steph and KD.
Wait, so Steph and
higher
KD
than
didn't
four.
Very, very high off that 1 year.
Yeah,
though.
I'd Steph and KD above 4.
Okay.
But
I also one of the arguments is like I've seen people in these chats say that's LeBron's best offensive year, and maybe they're wrong. Shout out Football Breakdown.
What 2020?
Yeah, I've seen people say that.
oh yeah,
know.
people have said that because of like the playmaking and whatever.
Yeah, the playmaking and stuff.
People
And
are
then
wrong,
you put
man.
that
People
with
are
a guy
wrong.
who can play the 4 and the 5, who is a spacing 5. He's almost like a mix of the previous era where we have the 5 out small ball 5, and the next era where we had 2 bigs, very skilled 4s who could switch, who could do anything. And I think that's such a great fit next to LeBron because he likes to have that space where he can drive. So all of a sudden you have a 5 that you can use to space out the floor and play like a 4-out system or 5-out system with LeBron. I think that's just so game breaking. And I do think Steph and KD has a case. I also think, but
I think that's more game breaking though.
For LeBron and KD and LeBron and AD is just what got me there.
Okay, well, Mars, if I'm making a single game list for duos, I'm taking Game 3, 2023 NBA Finals over anybody else. Two 30-point triple doubles.
I did
Yeah, two
consider them
30-point
as
triple
well.
doubles. Yeah, I'll
To be
take that
fair.
game. But y'all, we have a lot of super chats here. I want to make sure we respect everybody's time because obviously, Ox, there are some questions that directed everybody up here. We missed one with Chill because Chill's only here for 90 minutes today. But Edmund Williams Jr. .8469 $20 super chat. Chill, you asked how significant Cena's retirement is. He's the closest thing to a human Superman, a huge deal to kids. I was lucky to see him perform live at 9 years old. What Hogan was to your era, Cena was double that. Definitely because of the influx of television. Probably is it fair to say, chat, It went from Hogan, The Rock / Austin to Cena. Is that the track record? The four biggest. Yeah, they're bigger than Undertaker. Was big though, but like The Rock and Austin, I think were the biggest.
Yeah,
I remember Rey Mysterio was nice.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, they were good. I'm trying to think. I think I'm pretty sure The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now Cena, The Miz. I mean, there's a few of them. Somebody says Cena's a top 5 white guy all the time.
Wasn't Randy Orton a big deal for a little?
Yeah, Randy Orton
was a big deal for sure.
Yeah, that was the 90s. So you had it went from the 80s. So you had you obviously had the 8th Wonder of the World. You had Hogan, and then you kind of moved into the Attitude Era. I mean, that was the best era of wrestling for me. Obviously, I was a child, watching Triple H and them do the Suck It and stuff all the time. The X Factors, that was great. I don't know if you know anything about that, Mars. Ox, did you watch wrestling as a kid?
For a few years I did.
Okay.
I did. Yeah. Probably around like.
All my knowledge of this comes from SmackDown versus Raw. That's all. That's all I know.
Yeah,
that's all I know. So that's the only people I'm gonna know.
I think people would enjoy watching you troll over wrestling Mars. You'd be like, yeah, that guy in the spandex. I think you should do that. That'd be great. You should make that content.
Yeah. I mean, I was big with wrestling back in those years. Stone Cold.
Yeah, when we were children. When we was children. Yeah. I powerbombed somebody at school one time on the grass, and that did not go well.
That was a fun time.
I've been powered. I've had it happen to me before. So
you've been powerbombed?
Oh, you've been powerbombed. You've been powerbombed.
Hey, you powerbomb real talking to PCL too. Next super chat. We got Drake, $10 super chat. Defense, 15 blocks. Granted, our offense is still iffy, but man, I can't help but think we can beat any team when Kai is back. Coopin progressing at a crazy rate. I love to see it. 40-point
man. Coop been playing great, man.
The level Coop's been at, like
at 18, Mars.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it play out.
Right.
But wait. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, no. Wait. Mars talks sports. What you want to say? What you want to say though?
Good, man. I'm gonna let it play out. I'm gonna just let it.
Nah.
I'm gonna let the games keep flowing.
What are you even thinking about?
Nah, you could.
He think about saying something hot.
I'm gonna let the games keep flowing. That's it. I'm gonna let the games.
Let it play out. Let it play out, Mars. Because when Kyrie Irving comes back, y'all gonna understand why I said the Rockets are the worst team in Texas.
Too far.
I'm gonna just let it all play out. But shout out to Coop, man, because he's
hooping, bro.
He's amazing.
He been hooping, bro.
We got Cowboy Bob, $10 super chat. Brunson closed the Pacers. OG still was that nail in the coffin. These two were horrible last night, but stepped up the last 12 seconds. Down 5 players. Jordan, why you talking? Kolick, right? Kolick? Yeah, Kolick language.
He's spelled it wrong.
What the drilly with that? Go Knicks, go.
What's the deal with that?
Like that? I don't know.
I'm gonna try to translate.
Shout out to Jalen Brunson, game winner. I'm not going to pretend like I was watching that game, but I watched like the last minute or so. OG fouling Pascal. Then Jalen Brunson missed. Then they missed. Then Jalen Brunson made the 3. The 3 was crazy, by the way. Jalen Brunson, good, man. I think Tyler Kolick had 16 and 11. So shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's been valid, bro.
He was great in the NBA Cup game.
Huge night.
Yeah, he been. Yabusele apparently played trash. So Penn, just putting out.
Boy, was I wrong? I was wrong about Horford and Yabusele in the summer. Thinking
I tried telling people. I don't know what people thought Yabusele was, but Yabusele, I could have told you about that. But
now Jordan Clarkson
had a short run. I remember.
I just like the flashes, Mars. You know,
like,
to be
Yabusele was last year. He was a stretch 5. Who like teams didn't really guard, and then he was terrible on defense. Like I don't know what the allure was.
Well, Mark,
like,
he dunked on Braun in the Olympics. That's
like, I don't know what the allure. Yabu said he played 11 minutes. He played 11 minutes.
That was me. I would have that photo would be on like my wall, like in my house. Like you walk in, you see me dunk on Braun.
And he tried to hide them clips.
Yeah, you saw the videos when he had Braun like disappeared. He just wasn't there.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, after doing that though, Slapper, like you guys,
your mic is low, brother.
You have to, take advantage of that. Dunking on Brian, that's true. Paid forever off of that.
I'm doing it.
Shout out Jason.
He was still cool for the Sixers last year, just not the player people were trying to tell me he was.
It's Mr. GQ to you. Remember, $10 super chat. Remember when the great one, said Dom looked like Jannard from Power. Was that
to Google?
Is that something that was said by Ticket?
Oh,
I guess I just have to Google who this is.
Maybe Randy Gretzky came up here and said it.
Jannard from Power. Let me look this up. Let me see. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all. I've never watched Power, and don't ask me why.
Either.
It's not happening. Like, I'm not going to spend that much time
Just
turning
watch
that.
the
He looked
first
like
40.
Jannard.
Don't watch the whole thing. Watch the
What?
first.
He don't look like no Jannard.
That don't like him at all.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Shout out to Domo. Joining the club.
Yeah.
He
Great.
look more like Tyreek.
Great super chat. And then we got another $10 super chat. Be True 2310, $10. The Hornets big three balled out yesterday. Hope LaMelo and B Miller can stay healthy next to Khan. Shout out to Coop too. Him and Khan are battling for rookie of the year. Great stuff from these two rookies. Now, to be fair, y'all, last year it looked like it was going to be a little bit of a runaway. Remember, Zachary Ricochet came off hot late down the year last year, I think, to kind of put himself back in the conversation. It looks like it's going to be Khan and Coop right now, but you never know. VJ Escom, last 30 games of the season, could get back in it. Who else is somebody else pinned that could get into the rookie of the year conversation this year?
A few people.
I don't think anyone.
I
Unless
don't
these guys
think
fall
anyone
off.
else. Realistically, if you want to mention like
Dylan Harper's not playing.
Yeah, Dylan Harper.
Patrick Howard, incredible,
Yeah.
whatever he's gonna do. But I
As
just
a Chase Zion, Derek Queen.
Yeah. Derek Queen.
Yeah, but Dylan Harper's really good. I just don't think he has like the minutes to like get into this conversation.
it's
But
the opportunity.
they're the
yeah.
three best rookies to me: Con, Dylan, and Coop.
Yeah.
I
think Dylan
I
gonna
feel
end up
like
being the best out of all of
Who
them.
would have to fall off for him to not
He
win
might.
rookie of
He
the year?
might. I don't know. Dylan looks special to me, but
Agree.
I think that Khan's been really good. I think the one thing that I hate is like people are already trying to get off of LaMelo. To me, like that Hornets team is just super young, and it's like they have nothing better to do. And I feel like those three are pretty good creation wise. I think if you have Brandon Miller as your third guy to be like the two-way wing with size, it's not a bad look, you know. But hey, I don't know.
interesting projection, fam. But
Probably like they're building something.
I want to see them coexist. I don't think the moment a good young player comes along, we have to get rid of the other good young player. Like, I don't
Exactly.
think
Yeah, but it's
Let
not
them
2K,
coexist.
bro.
Got to do with Jalen
Yeah.
Brown and Tatum.
Yeah,
might actually
I think
lead to a better
LaMelo. I think
version of
LaMelo
LaMelo.
and Connor are great. Work great.
They have
together.
great
I think
synergy.
LaMelo fits into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got the makings of a good.
You have a good playmaker with a good
trio
shooter. Like
or
Did
whatever.
it, did it
makes
not look
sense.
like to y'all that LaMelo like he was like playing a little bit more seriously? You know, everybody always says that he doesn't play basketball seriously.
It looked like he made shots, so apparently he was serious. That's kind of what it looked like to me.
Played the hawk shot.
that's what that means.
I think
LaMelo played like LaMelo does to me. He does the same. Like,
I think LaMelo is a.
I think
good-
LaMelo's seriousness radar is measured by
It's based on if he made
made
shots or not that night.
and turnovers. If the
Yeah.
decisions work, oh, he's playing serious. If they don't work, oh, he's unserious. Like LaMelo plays like LaMelo, the good and the bad. Like that's what it is.
I think it's
He's gonna
very
play the
rare.
exact same
for-
way in about 3 games, and he's gonna go 4 for 14 from 3. So I hope LaMelo's
Nah,
unserious
I don't.
again, like.
I don't think so, Mars. I've been watching this. I've been watching this Hornets team a little bit more closely this year, just largely because I'm very interested in what their rookie class is doing. This rookie class has literally come over and taken over that team. They've taken over the locker room. They are setting.
Oh,
the
you're in the
marching
locker
order.
room. That's how serious you're getting into this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've
I
been
know you had
hearing
that
some
insight.
stuff. I wasn't.
I know you had that
wasn't.
insight.
I've been
I
watching
heard
behind the
Miles Bridges
scenes.
is
He's
the
looking
leader on
right
the
about
team.
that.
Yeah, I heard Miles Bridges is the leader on the team, so we must be in different locker rooms. I don't know.
Well, Miles Bridges has actually stated that Con Knipple has been their best player this year, and in terms of like
Leadership,
setting
yeah.
the seriousness, you gotta look at it as the strongest idea prevails, right? Like whatever the strongest idea is, and I think that this rookie class has come in, and it sounds weird to say because LaMelo is a hell of a player, made an all-star team at 22, so he's very talented. I just don't necessarily know if he's necessarily cut out for leadership. Like you could be a great worker, but doesn't mean you're going to be a great CEO, right? You could be a great, hired gun, but that doesn't mean you're going to be the one, setting the order. So I feel like sometimes we expect the best player to be the one who sets the order for the locker room, sets order for practice and all that stuff. And it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't always have to be your leading scorer. It could just be like your most level-headed player. And I think for, guys like Sion James, Ryan Cockbrenner, and Con Knipple, guys who are coming in from college, a lot of experience, a lot of winning. right? They've just come in, and I think they have better habits. And because it's a young team, relatively speaking, it's not like some old heads like DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine over there, and Russell Westbrook. It's like it's a relatively young team. I think everyone's just gravitating towards the way they do things, and the way they do things is they talk about, and I think their coach has also talked about it. There was a press conference, I think, right before Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, where he just said, we got to take some time, but this is unacceptable, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I've heard a person talk like that in Charlotte since LaMelo's been there, that this is unacceptable. We got to, hold ourselves accountable.
You're trying to fire the coach because of that too.
It's a little bit like the email. It's a little bit like the email.
You didn't hear Steve Clifford, but it's okay though. You didn't hear Steve Clifford.
I hate leadership thing.
Well, I didn't hear it, but was anyone listening?
What the coach is for?
Because I think Charles Lee, he has the ear of the locker room, and sometimes it just matters that your better players. I don't have to be your best player, but your better players are listening to the coach, are locked in, and I just feel like this is a little bit like what Fred VanVleet and Ime Udoka did in Houston. It just got the team to be a lot more serious.
I think that's
all. I think everyone should listen to the coach. I think that's
not if your coach is tripping.
We have the next $10 super chat. Now, this will be a good discussion, I believe, as well. Randy Ballin 4902. $10. Who wins a Houston San Antonio series with everyone healthy and available?
I think I'm leaning Spurs right now.
Everyone, when they say
Fred VanVleet.
But I seen Fred say he's aiming to come back this year, so why not?
Yeah, Fred is going to come back at like the end of the year. I do believe that.
He said once he got the surgery, he said the surgeon told him 6 months.
Okay,
so
add Fred VanVleet in this hypothetical.
Then I got Houston in 6. There you go.
What if no Fred VanVleet?
I still
pick Spurs.
I don't want to talk about it.
I still pick Houston.
I know why, Mars. I know why.
Okay.
I don't know. So, I actually do think that would be a good series. And right now, that's the series we'd have, right? 4-5.
I feel like Houston has the advantage because I'm a little traumatized by what Mitchell Robinson did to Wemby in that game. And thinking about Alperen Şengün and Steven Adams doing the same thing to him. Exactly. Like you think 7'6" and long arms going to help you out rebound against someone like Steven Adams, but he's just going to push you out of the way. Like you're a feather to him, So I feel like they're just a bigger team. They're very physical. They're huge.
I would pick Houston. But I just think Wemby, once he learns that he doesn't have to do too much to be effective, he is going to be over for the league. Like just turn, face up, jab once, and shoot over these people. That's basically what he do most of the time. As long as he gets good positioning in the mid post, or like even with Steven Adams or somebody on him, 1 dribble, 2 dribble pull up. Like you don't have to go all the way to the rim. You don't have to let people use their physicality against you when you're a guy like Wemby with that type of skill set. Once he learns that, once he learns how he's gonna play, and when he's 30 and start playing like that now, it's gonna be over.
For me, independent,
he has to become that level of shooter.
Is it crazy to say this might be Dylan Harper's team sooner rather than later? Is that crazy to say?
Yes. What?
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. We're opening ourselves up just to say things up here.
Yeah.
Next super chat.
Wemby could still be the best player, but
Wemby could get traded to Atlanta, and the Spurs will still be his team.
And it's still Wemby's team.
We got another $10 super chat from Hunter TV.
Oh, that's why you rushed it. Okay. That's it.
No, because we have 20 minutes. I want to make sure I respect everybody's super chat. And then Wemby getting just not being the best player on his team, I would
not being
move on territory.
I didn't say he wasn't the best player.
Or his team. I cannot wait to see what AG and CB look like when they get back on this team. It's going to be even better. Yeah, I agree.
Christian Brown needs to be better than he was before he went out.
He does need to be better. Goodness gracious.
That's very true.
Brick show.
That's very
Brick
true.
show. But that defense will be much needed to get back for sure.
How long is Peyton Watson out?
Well, it's not like a timetable. It's like a day-to-day thing. Apparently, it's a trunk injury.
Oh, okay, word.
It's like a lower body injury. Like
okay, word.
Like so, yeah. But yeah, we got a lot of great super chats from today. Another one from NP. 134 $5 super chat. If I gotta waste my time staying up to watch the Rockets just to watch Şengün do that in the clutch when Kevin Wayne is sitting open, I'd be sick too.
I don't like the way that's framed, bro. They spent a lot of the fourth quarter in OT trapping KD. He would get off the ball, and it was up to Şengün to consistently try to make a play. And I feel like that's a two-way street. I feel like the spacing of the Rockets in general beyond those two players is a problem. I don't think it's like, oh, he just is a ball hog and he doesn't want to give him the ball. I think there's just a lot of issues with their offense down the game late stretch.
It took Kevin Durant being on his team for
Şengün's
people to
problem
realize
is-
the problems that existed last year, but it's cool.
I don't even think they have big problems. The thing with Şengün is he takes so long to make his decisions. KD is getting the ball. He's on top. He's initiating. They send 2 at him. Once he passes you the ball, it's a 4-on-3. Attack or pass. I don't get what Şengün does most of the time. And Steven Adams, that one time, I think it was overtime, fourth quarter, where he KD passed it over the top to him and came shooting right next to him for the ball, and he just let him go. They do that a lot with him and Reed Shepherd. Like these guys, they don't have any IQ, man. They need a point guard over there.
Yeah, I think they're still developing, but they should be obviously really good in the
You're trying
future.
to play 0.5 basketball. Şengün playing 5-second basketball.
We're
It's
20
crazy.
games in, and they're already doing the
Jalen
KD
Green ain't got
point
none
guard.
of this.
No.
There's
20
NP
games in.
And rightfully so.
Jalen Green was dealing with this all of last year, and all I had to hear about was efficiency and inconsistency. I guess. Cool.
They're 20 games in, and they're already doing
KD's
the
still
80
efficient,
point
though.
guard stuff.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
I'm
like,
sorry. Yeah, he's not
38
Kevin
years
Durant.
old.
That's not the point.
Like, it's-
The point is the problems are still there, and Jalen Green is not Kevin Durant to shoot 50, 40, 90 in these contexts. He's not. The fact that Kevin Durant is 51, 42, 89 should be commended, by the way, with offense like this. But
You know who's
in
more
these
efficient than
games,
Kevin
that's-
Durant this year?
you're not gonna win.
Jalen Green.
Hey,
What, in 3 games?
Oh,
Jalen Green has played 0 full games and scored 29 in his one game that he finished. I'm just playing out there, averaging more than KD.
We got NP 13 or NP 134 $5 super chat again. Forget the shooting. How you're that athletic and strong, but you can't finish at the rim. I don't know how you're that bad offensively.
Is that Omni talking about?
Yeah, Amin Thompson.
Yeah, but I mean, athleticism is a nice thing to have, but touch is more important in terms of finishing at the rim than raw athleticism.
Does he not have touch?
He hit the other side of the backboard. On
His
the
touch
three.
isn't
I was
great. It's
done.
not ideal. His touch is
Every
cool.
3-pointer feels like a turnover, man.
But yeah, a man shooting a 3, just get back on defense. I don't even know why we're wasting
Yeah.
time.
He hit the other side.
Well, I don't know if you're the
of
Rockets, crush the glass. But for most other teams, if a guy like a man shoots a 3, get back on defense.
Yeah.
He might be the first player in NBA history. We have to reinforce the backboard for his shots as opposed to his dunks. That's pretty
Beating the
crazy.
shit out the backboard.
That's crazy.
49% on layups this year. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, Tupac. I looked at his other stats. He's graded out as poor on everything but dunks, basically, as a shooter this year. Tupac Westside 474 $5 super chat. One reason why the Rocket are a top 10 defense should be traded. So I think one of the reasons why the Rockets
You got to
are the
fix
top
that
10
grammar,
defense
man. Jesus.
should be traded because he can't shoot. We're just gonna ignore everything else Amin is good at. LOL.
That's why I wouldn't trade
That's a
him,
fair
because
point.
he's-
I think it's Jordan. He's a fan of the team though. Like he's emotional about it. Like
It's
he's
not-
allowed
it's
to do
not a
that.
Yeah,
fair
but I
point,
feel like that
the
does
only
get
reason,
missed. Like
though,
people
is
gotta
because
understand that value is more than
this-
just whatever you do offensively.
This
Yeah.
is the NBA. This is the NBA. This ain't real basketball. We don't need the defense, bro. Go score the basketball.
I think they need his defense considering they're like
They
in
need
a
defense.
plus 11 net rating when he's on the
It's
court. I think they
it's
need
not
what
real
he does.
basketball, bro. Just shoot.
Mike the Champ talking about some $2. Bumtown getting exposed. I'm his kryptonite. I don't
Oh, Chill was
even-
getting cooked today? You guys are bullying Chill?
No, I mean we had got to a point where it's about to be a 3v1, but then it kind of turned it off really quick. What did Chill say about what did he say that was that we were arguing with him about Ox? Because we got into something about him as a scorer, and then it was Amin. Who was he comparing him to? Amin
Ben
as
Simmons.
Ben Simmons, yeah.
Oh,
Ben
right,
Simmons,
right,
Amin as
right.
players. And Chill was like, almost
Ben is better than Amen Thompson.
by a lot.
Yeah.
We agree, but Chill was kind of
That's
on the
true.
fence about it linguistically. So the chat was like,
Yeah,
ready
Ben
to-
is better. I'm in Thompson, actually.
Well, not
ready to
today,
go.
obviously. But
Yeah.
He was talking about prime Ben Simmons. So
yeah.
he was like, who didn't even look at the basket?
You
And
know,
we're gonna bring up everything.
I will say this
Amen.
though, and I didn't want to say, and I should have said it then. Amen is on a trajectory to be better, in my opinion. I think he's on a trajectory to have a much better career than Ben because he's actually getting better. Whereas with Ben Simmons, it was like pretty much stagnation from rookie year onward, and he got better at defense marginally.
Is the men not the most overrated player in the league right now? I mean,
I feel like he
Based on-
was.
I see. I've
before
been
the
saying.
season.
I've
Oh
seen
my
that.
God.
I've seen that list of like the top 25 under 25.
he was
And
sixth.
men came sixth. He was above Chet
Yeah.
Holmgren. I don't know what's going on.
Most
So, like,
overrated?
I don't think he's the
I
most
don't know
overrated
most.
right
I
now.
don't
I
know
think
most.
before
I
the
don't know
season,
most.
he was. I think him and Paulo were the most overrated players before basketball was played
Paulo.
this season. Yes.
Paulo-
Paulo was
Paulo
massively
is
overrated in
a
all
top 20
season.
player, which I
Paulo
do
is
think was
massively
a-
overrated.
Paulo was massively
I
overrated
think,
in all
I think the
season.
rating
I
is
think
top
it-
one, man.
Y'all
Paulo
doing too
get
much
put
with
in
Paulo.
some
Y'all
weird
doing too
spots.
much with
really
the Paulo
rude. It's
stuff.
I don't think we're doing too much with Paulo at all.
in the
They
same
told me Paulo was
conversation.
basically top 10. He could be better in the season, I think, than Wemby. These are things
People
being
were
said
saying
before
Paulo's better than Cade.
ball was played.
Like, people genuinely
saying
had
that
the opinion
too.
Paulo's
Yeah.
better than Cade. Like,
I do think people stopped with that. Like,
He's
as
not
a
better
season.
than
I
Jalen
agree.
Johnson right
But
now.
Amen Thompson,
Yeah.
people still seem to be on that.
Six
I don't know.
of
Maybe
the-
people aren't
six
watching
best
many
player
Rockets games. I don't know. But Amen
under
Thompson is
25
not
is
as.
crazy.
He's not.
Like,
Yeah,
six
I don't
Mars,
best
I
player
tried
he's the
to
most
tell y'all this
overrated, but-
last season. Last season, I tried to tell y'all this about him.
Well, yeah, because I remember we did the rankings, and I was very. You guys were like, I don't think me or Ox were on that side, but people were trying to put Amen Thompson in like the top 30 when we did the rankings up here. And I was
Yeah,
like, this is
I don't
bad.
understand
Like we
that.
had Amen Thompson like 30 something, and Asar was like 94, and I was like,
Yeah, that yeah.
And then we got another one. Eric Spinoza, 7789, $2 super chat. Ox is the Rashad McCants to the panel. So he's the motion man. He's the needle mover.
That's what's up. Hey, shout out
I
to
agree.
Rashad
That's the
McCants.
needle mover.
He called Dirk soft.
Yeah, I like Rashad personally.
Yeah, I
so-
like
Oh,
Rashad. If he's
Rashad
not on the
cool,
show, I'm
Dirk
not
soft.
watching.
Yeah, I hate Rashad with every fiber of my being. I could not hate anyone more than I hate.
If he's not on the
Hate
show, I'm not
someone
watching.
that you haven't met
No,
over
I would like
basketball?
it's just
Crazy.
It's
in the
funny.
basketball takes sense. But
It's funny because then sometimes people say, "Oh, you're like who they try to? Oh, Kendrick Perkins." I mean, shout out to Perk. What? It's funny when these 2K demons swear they know more basketball than Kendrick Perkins.
I mean,
And now somebody called me the Delsky of PC, then I'd feel massively offended. That's crazy though.
wow.
We got Alan R.
What a
978, $5 super chat.
What I do?
Coop already better than Amin Thompson, by the way. And don't let 76
Water's blue.
hitting 38% from three. Scary hour soon. It's gonna happen. He'll go on a hot run.
Coop is nice, man. I don't know. Coop is nice.
Is he better than
You
Alan
know
R?
what? Wait, hold on.
I'm gonna let
hold
things
on,
keep
Swiper.
playing out, man. I'm gonna let.
Wait a
things
minute,
keep
is this
playing
what Mars would?
out. No, I wasn't
Is it
thinking about Amen. So I'm gonna just let things keep playing out, man. Just let things.
I'm talking about Amin Thompson. Like,
Gifted.
are you hinting that like he might be a
Gifted.
better than Luka?
Gifted. I think it's it's.
Oh no, I don't care about the Cooper Flag
No.
Luka thing. Means nothing to me because
No.
Cooper Flag wasn't part of the trade, so I don't
I-
care. Like all these
Gifted.
comparisons
Yeah.
mean absolutely nothing to me.
Gifted. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be Coop is better than LeBron James at 18. Is my guess. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, he might be 19
But,
today, right?
He might be, but no.
I think that's the.
I'm gonna just let
Hey,
things keep
but-
playing
but-
out. Like, that's it.
But
I'm just let
Swiper,
things
hold
keep
on, no,
playing out.
Swiper, because my man Eastside in the chat made a very, very, very good point.
What you say?
Let's be for real. Rashad McCants is the ox of Gil's Arena.
Facts. Talk
You know
about
what I'm
it.
saying?
I wouldn't
talk
put
about
you
it.
in those talks. I think
we've been doing.
you're
this.
better than him.
Yeah, no. Well,
But
either
he's-
way, that's not for me to say. I'm just saying if we're gonna be compared,
People
to
be
each other.
hating on Ox takes too.
I'll just say, I think my problem with Rashad is he has so much hate in his voice towards people, and he just yells over everyone. And with
Hate
like
in his
Ox,
voice.
I might disagree with you on a lot of things. I think you're a very nice guy, and you're very chill, and you're very.
Oh, you've never met him.
confident.
You've never met him. You never know.
He is
Don't
like
do that.
Rashad.
Ox will share a pancake and an orange juice with you, bro. Don't
Ox tried to get me to die. So
No, I just said we could have a lot of fun if we
What, he
go
put you on a treadmill?
skydiving, whitewwater rafting,
Oh, no.
all types of stuff.
no,
I'm
I wouldn't
trying-
kill
As someone
him.
that played Donald's or Ox, he's very competitive.
Borderline, but it wouldn't kill him.
I'll
Yeah,
say that.
so is Gifted, by the way. Extremely.
walk on a treadmill
He
for about 40
enjoys being
years.
around his brothers.
Bro, I was on a treadmill for 20 minutes yesterday.
I love
I
competitiveness,
sat down
as you
and
know,
this
Swiper.
I was like feeling my heart rate, and this old woman came up to me. She said, "Are you okay? Would you like me to call an ambulance?" I was like, "Oh shit, I am so out of shape. My
No
God."
way, Pin. That's
never
unacceptable.
20
Wait a second,
minutes.
though, Pin. So Mars
Incline.
turned me down, but Pin, you want to go skydiving?
No, you need to find like
That's
a
peak-
Tyler
that's peak
or a
content.
Skyler or like one of those dudes to do that.
We
shit
can go
with.
Peak
skydiving,
content.
Ox. Skydiving is $200
Yeah?
in Georgia.
or a swiper.
Let's do it.
Or a
Swiper.
swiper.
Yeah, we can go in Georgia.
Hating
Cheap.
to die is crazy, but I mean, I get it.
It's not. It's actually safer than going on a plane and actually just riding one. But shout out.
Jumping
I don't
off
wanna
the
do
plane
that
is
either.
It is.
safer than just riding the
Um,
plane. More
It's
than-
very safe actually. DSG Piccolo $2 super chat. Dama went bald because of Onyx. Due to knowledge. Due to knowledge. Due to knowledge, y'all. Edmund Williams Jr. .8469 $2 super chat. Had to get that off real quick. Back to Hoop Talk. That was about something that we said earlier. Can't remember what exactly that was. And then we got a $5 super chat from Big Za 00JJK, which is Jujutsu Kaisen, the GOAT anime. $5 super chat. I told y'all yesterday Jazz young guards will ball out without Laurie. They got something to prove. Keontae, second best player in the 2023 draft.
Wow, so he's saying other than Wemby, he's the next best?
Hey, man,
it's still a man, right?
Not.
It's still a man, right?
That ain't nothing to me. That ain't nothing to me.
Keep going down the list of all the players that were in that draft. My God, are we kidding here? You better than Cason Wallace?
Oh, yeah, Cason is in that draft. Yep.
You better than Anthony Black?
He definitely is better than Cason Wallace. We can get to that conversation.
Asar's in that draft.
He better than Asar Thompson? Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all blazing 33 points.
He better offensively than all of them. I ain't gonna lie, but
come on.
Kai is
wrong with that?
Kairu Mukora, 95-35 $2 super chat.
First pick Los Angeles
Lakers, the belt. They have too much depth. I think that probably would happen too. They probably would give Los Angeles the belt. And then we got average 1, 2, 3 C $5. Someone tell Damo removing Braun entire pay. Lakers still don't have the money. Damo did bring that up. He said it actually during his rant that they'll have like only $10 million more. And Damo was making the argument that if you trade him for 2 players, they'd be better.
Oh, they should trade Braun with their trade clause?
He's been on that same train for a while.
That's possible. Yeah, I guess.
NP134, $5 super chat. But the question is, if you had to bend your roster construction so far to accommodate his deficient offensive game, Amen Thompson, is it worth the investment?
No, I think it's just worth. I think it's worth just leaning into what the roster and he in turn does good.
Yeah,
I think he's a player you build with as opposed to build around, but a hell of a player to build with, right?
Yeah.
Like, and if he's the third most important player in your roster construction, and you have like 2 relatively decent offensive players, like consider what he would look like in Los Angeles in place of LeBron right now with Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic. Like that would be amazing for him. He just sit in the dunker spot, and he just like.
Why would you not Scott Evan Georgia? It's outside.
I don't know I don't know if people agree with this, but like I said the same
better
thing
than
with
Thompson at 40 years old.
Yeah, of course.
I said the same thing about Ben Simmons too. Like I felt like the idea of building around Ben Simmons and not Joel Embiid was a mistake. Because like Embiid's your best player, like you kind of want to make things a bit more, I would say, easier for him.
Didn't they build around
some players are so malleable that they choose to build around the less.
I mean, they drafted Markelle Fultz, so obviously they're taking.
And then they signed Al Horford for Ben Simmons, not Joel Embiid.
I also think that's maybe Wemby's could be his let's say the Spurs' fault if they build a roster because Wemby can shoot threes instead of trying to where they can have other non-shooters instead of actually working with let's have 5 people who can shoot and score. So okay, we can actually have this guy because Wemby can shoot. I also just wanted to ask one question. Do you think Reed and Amen could do a Steph and Draymond thing where they could run the dribble handoff stuffs and Reed could bring his spacing to Amen, where people can just ignore him because he can do a quick dribble handoff.
I don't think
Amen's not as good of a screener.
Yeah,
the IQ is a problem. Yeah, being that good of a screen is a big deal. Like
I don't think Reeves is as good a screener as Steph.
He's not.
But
That's another
Draymond rarely makes the wrong decision. And even if he does,
this year he's been doing that a lot, but generally,
this year, I'm talking about when they were good. Like Draymond, even when Draymond made a wrong decision, his wrong decision was either passing it to Steph or Clay, or a cutting athlete. So it's kind of like you don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't really.
There isn't really a wrong decision to make,
right? You know what I'm saying? So
as long as it's accurate, like you'll be all right.
Another $5 super chat from average 1, 2, 3 C. That's it.
Read this one.
Oh yeah, it's this one. All right, cool. Put this one away. Next one up. Be True 2310 $5 super chat. Meant to ask this question yesterday, and Swipe it just reminded me. Why are the Rockets better than the Knicks?
Brunson, I'd say.
I didn't know they were better than the Knicks.
Because they're better. They are better.
Delsky, why do you think they're better?
The Knicks have things. The Knicks have like the 2 defenders you can attack. There's things that make
Knicks with Josh Hart in the starting lineup. Are they better than that team? Because that is a different.
This year, Josh Hart.
Josh Hart cooking, bro.
I don't know if Josh
shooting
Hart
threes.
is
Josh
good.
Hart.
Josh Hart been good.
Like Josh Hart's having a really good year, but I don't know how sustainable.
You know how real it is. That's fair to
Mars,
say.
let this shit go for like another month. I'm starting Josh Hart MVP candidate.
He's been really good this year, but I'm just
really good this year, man.
Yeah, we'll see though. I'm not praying on his downfall or anything.
Don't you also think the Knicks have a little more to play on in a sense where they can both have Robinson in and go for the rebounding thing, like the Rockets kind of. But they also, like we saw in the NBA
Ime is fouling Mitchell Robinson.
Who's the best player in
He's
that series?
fouling the shit out of Mitchell Robinson in that series.
If that were the finals, let's just say hypothetically that was the finals. Who's the best player in that series?
Probably Jalen Brunson.
Probably Brunson.
Over the series. But I was just saying, like they also did to the Spurs, where they suddenly in the end they just played 5 out.
They don't agree with that.
With CAD and OG and so
Who can be better? Who can be better than Brunson in that series, Dale?
I think Şengün and KD will be better than him in that series.
Especially both of them would be better than Jalen Brunson.
Especially if you put a man on him. If you put a man on Jalen Brown.
I'm getting fried this year, bro.
I want to point out they put his brother on Jalen Brunson, and Brunson still got his after the beginning parts.
I don't want to see
Brunson going to do whatever he want to do to Amin Thompson. Anything he wants to do to Amin Thompson, Jalen Brunson doing it.
I think.
Yeah, I think Jalen Brunson's frying.
Play 5 out.
From being honest,
and I actually heard Wemby like the Super Champion.
We got.
I feel like in the fourth quarter, the Knicks know what to go to more than the Rockets a little bit.
Yeah.
Ruin TBs, whatever it is, 45-11, 100, whatever this is. Didn't watch KG, Hakeem, Russell, and others. Is Wemby not having a better defensive peak right now? Where does his defensive peak rank all time? W Ox with the lights.
I wouldn't put him above those guys.
No. So what does it go like? Russell, probably Hakeem, Wilt. What would be the next KG?
What he's doing right now is better than KG defensively.
Pen, what are you talking about?
Sorry, Ox.
What'd you say, Pen?
Got to be honest about it.
He said what he's doing is better than KG
right now. Yeah. I don't know if it's better than Hakeem. I know it's not better than Russell. But
did you guys watch him play like this week against the?
I don't know if
shout out to you, KG, man. Shout out to you, KG, man.
I don't know if he should be graded on that game personally. But
KG, we'll hold you.
Tango _bands. I have bands.
Top 10 player of all time.
5 hour chat. JP3 hate got to stop. He did more than a lot of y'all's favorite second and third option scoring wise, i.e. AR, Hero, Maxey. Sorry, he's played for bottom 5 teams the past 4 years.
Jordan Poole's not better than any of those guys.
I don't know. Sound like it is.
The
AR and Hero
in the playoffs.
My tripping, Jordan Poole's not better than any of them.
No, he's not even close.
Either one of them. None of them. Not even.
Who?
I'm not even sure Jordan Poole.
It was Austin Reeves, Tyler Hero, and Tyrese Maxey.
He's not better than any of them. Yeah, no.
How many
there.
rings they got combined? Let me count. 0, 0.
Here we go with this
0. All right.
Haven't played with Steph. Haven't played with Steph. Haven't played with Steph.
AR plays with LeBron and AD.
Exactly.
And Luka.
How much help do you need?
One could argue this Luka is better than Steph was 3 years ago. One could argue.
That's a fact, and he's still ringless, and he's gonna be ringless again this year.
But they also had that great defense.
35-9-9, by the way. Just
Tango Bands, $2 super chat plus 3 years of Finch, and Finch needs to give Rob Dillingham 15 minutes a game, not 8, brother. Rob Dillingham is not a,
yeah, you gotta earn your minutes.
Yeah,
like,
that's
tough.
Most Highland's been playing better than him this year.
You can't weigh 140.
They're not obvious.
Soaking wet and think you're gonna play 15 minutes in the NBA.
They took him 8 overall, so I think they're trying to force it, but he's not been better than the guy that Tim Connolly drafted him to be a better version of him, which is Bones Highland. Mo _$2 super chat. Nets Harden over Wizards Russ. Y'all agree? W show. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nets Harden is a top 5 player in the league right now.
Yep. Yeah, he would be right behind.
I think James Harden's been better than Russ for like over a decade.
A minute now.
Yeah, quite some time. Quite some time.
What is it for you? 15 years? 13 probably.
Well, since 2015, then
13, 12, 13 years. It's been a while.
Oh, okay. So we got what is this? Crystal Scolas, 7580. $5 super chat. Knicks 4-1 versus Nuggets last spot. Keep down playing the swiping snacks.
Yeah, they were frying you last year. I remember that. They were frying you guys last year.
Yeah, that was the maddest I've been about to Jokic in the regular season game. No, I got 2 fouls in 45 seconds being a lazy bum. But yeah, swiping snacks. I had a banana yesterday for snacks after dinner before the gym.
It's a snack.
You stealing other people. You stealing other people's snacks.
No,
you stealing my snacks?
I eat snacks. You don't eat snacks? I like snacks.
No, swiping, stealing, swiping snacks. You're stealing snacks.
Or just grabbing. Yeah.
My issue with that swipe is that how you just speed read through the super chats you don't like. You didn't even read that one.
I did read it.
No,
Did I address it
niggas,
directly?
niggas and nuggets, some spicy snacks.
That is how you got it.
Integrity, Swipe.
I'm
Have
just
some
trying to
integrity,
respect
bro.
it. You know, it's 201. Y'all, that's it. You know, I'm just being
Shut into
respectful.
it,
That's all it is.
imagination.
Where is Cheese 4860 Czar 1400? So Intel, hold it down for looking at the Magic Nation. Shout out to Magic Nation.
There it is. There it is. Yeah.
Shout out to Magic. They look good. I
Shout out to
personally like the
Imagination.
Magic. I like Magic. And then we got Nims Knows Ball, $5 super chat. If the Warriors don't get a center at the deadline, do you guys think a guy like Hartenstein could be on the radar for next year? I think he fits.
Hartenstein
Money.
would be great for them.
He would be
Where's
wonderful.
the
with
money?
them.
Curious how it would work with him and Draymond, but Hartenstein would be great for them with like his.
Where's the money?
That would be phenomenal. Yeah, I think they should absolutely do that if they could.
Where is the money? Swipe.
Cowboy Bob, Intel, Orlando needs a PG to go over the top. Go Knicks go. They do have one.
Yeah, his name's Jalen Suggs.
And Anthony Black.
And Jason
And
Paolo Banchero, to be fair, was their point guard yesterday. Triple double. And then we got
and T-Rex arms. Like shit, they got
and
vibes.
Jace Richardson, by the way, had some nice little minutes yesterday. He's just a small Mars. That's the only thing.
Yeah, he's
like
tiny. Yeah, he's tiny.
Very small.
He plays big.
Yeah, very small. He's strong. He guards all the way in full court. Cultured Bandit. What were you gonna say, Gifted?
Christmas.
Oh, I was just gonna say peace. I actually got to bounce real quick, but have a good one, y'all.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, Gifted.
Yeah,
no problem.
Well, bro. Culture Bandit, member for 25. Shingun sold that game last night, and Damo show us that nugget. Yeah, Damo showed y'all the whole nugget today. The whole nugget. W8 inches in the head. Mitchell Ludwig, member for 8 months. Shampoo need to give the ball to KD. This is insane. Is that his other nickname?
8 inches between the ears.
Goodness
brain.
gracious.
And the only reason I said 8 inches because Paolo got a big head.
Good
Usually,
estimation.
the usual phrase is 6 inches between that.
W estimation of head size. And we got box score watch, member for 28 months. Let's talk about that fluke 2-point conversion. Seattle Seahawks got a crazy 2-point conversion yesterday, Mars, where Yalmar, you watched the game, I imagine.
Yeah, I saw the 2-point.
The ball was thrown sideways, so therefore it was a live ball. Everyone thought they heard a whistle. Apparently there wasn't a whistle. So when the offensive player picked the ball up across the goal line, it had a 2-point conversion, and they ended up winning the game later on as well.
There was this.
I needed that. Eagles still alive, first seed.
The rule is, as I know it, is that if it's very clear this guy's gonna recover it, then it doesn't matter that you whistled right before he recovered. It's not like in soccer where VAR can't do anything if the ball didn't cross the line like 1 centimeter before they accidentally blew the whistle.
4 minutes to go in overtime. It was 37-30 for the Rams. That was crazy.
Yeah, they shouldn't. Well, Matthew Stafford, I believe in the last 6 drives, Yalmar, I think they had 4 possessions where it was a 3-and-out or 6-and-out.
He trying to give away his MVP. Like we were trying to give it to him. Like this is your year. Get it.
Yeah, I mean it's been a mid MVP year for me. You asked me like the Heisman year was for college football.
Sure.
So yeah, definitely a weird 2-point conversion. Mike the Champ Pooh became a YouTube member. Shout out to you,
Mike the Champ 0-0.
No,
I'm good with that. Was a good one.
Captown Hoops member for 7 months. I'm in better than Ben. It's not the 80s. Get off of crack.
People, but just forget how good Ben Simmons was. Like,
yeah, she'll kind of said something along the lines that he think he's in the conversation.
Ben Simmons was like a top 15 player in the NBA.
Yes, he was like one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah, full agree. That was interesting.
It is what it is.
Snacks timing different. Member for 22 months. Tyler Kulik, top 5 passer in the NBA. Shout out Mike Brown.
No, he's not.
Who is better on offense, Ben Simmons or Amen Thompson?
Ben Simmons.
Ben.
Pass, drive, get to the rim at will. Yeah,
it's just like Amen can want to do stuff.
People's memory of Ben Simmons, they just think that he was never ever aggressive. When really it was like that playoffs in 21 was kind of like the one and only time it happened, and then everything went left from there. And that was because he couldn't make free throws, which was the bigger problem.
I'm sorry, I was much more afraid of him as a driver than Amen Thompson. When he drove the ball, he was going to end it. Like he was going to
a monster in transition. He created open looks for his teammates at a higher clip. Like
he's a much better passer too. Yeah.
Better defender too.
There's levels to this.
It's Mr. GQ2U, member 32 months. Welcome home, Womo. Yeah, I always love having Damo here on Fridays. One of my favorites. Tango Bands, I Have Bands, became a YouTube member. Shout out to you. And then we got last one of the day, Ender3928 became a YouTube member. Shout out to you all. Odelsky, Yalmar, Intel, Jordan, Chill, Ox, Mars, Penn. I think that's everybody. Everybody that came out today to show up. This was a great episode. Make sure. Who?
Did you say Gifted?
Gifted as well. Make sure y'all tap in, subscribe. Yo, Mars, we are on the way to 150,000 subscribers, literally right around the corner. So make sure y'all stop what you're doing, press that subscribe button, continue to build up this community, y'all. We have the best chat in the world. This is Player's Choice. Make sure y'all tap in.
We got a super chat.
PC as well. That way you can.
We got a super chat. It's a buzzer beating super chat. Also, because I'm not gonna have a chance to say this, I have to say that Scotty Barnes is better than your favorite player, whoever the hell it is.
Not better than Draymond, but okay.
Yeah, he's
$5 super chat.
He wish he was Draymond. He wish he was.
SGA now had the most games in the NBA season in NBA history with 30 points in 30 minutes or less. Yeah,
he's played what, 25 games, 26 games.
Yeah, he's probably going to shatter that record this year. So thank you for Nims Knows Ball. That was amazing.
No moves.
Y'all know what time it is. See you on the other side.
Merry
We
Christmas.
out. That's the panel.